Yeah, I didn't do that. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to stream. It is community day and we're gonna play some Dust City Outlaws. I'm now trying to figure out how to make it so all of my compatriots can be heard, and I guess I just changed this to desk speaker. That should do it, right?
Whichever device Mumble is running through.
Which it was desk speaker, so yeah, we're ready to go from the rooftop, shout it out. Everyone can be heard.
Hooray!
Everyone is here. And by everyone, I mean my wife, Katie.
Yo.
And I mean Mox.
Hi.
And I mean Freya, Raccoon Cat.
Hello.
And we are not in Tabletop Sim. Because Tabletop Sim fucked up real bad and doesn't seem to want to go back on that. I'm much louder than everyone else. Okay.
Sometimes that happen.
I can uncrank myself. I can uncrank myself.
So long as everyone's getting into the yellow on the mic.
Yeah.
Once you're not hitting the yellow, it's a pain in the ass for the viewer.
Chris, did you know Soldier Boy?
The rapper Soldier Boy.
Yeah, the one who cranks that.
He does crank it.
You should do the opposite of that if you want to uncrank it.
I should uncrank it.
Uncrank that.
Yeah, okay. I think this should be slightly better in that I've turned myself down. Let me know how that works. As long as everyone's about even.
That's pretty... I can't hear it, so I don't know. More comfortable. Excellent.
It sounds great from what I'm hearing.
Cool. So it's been 2 years, so maybe to swiftly go over it. This is we're playing Dusk City Outlaws, a tabletop RPG by Rodney Thompson, where the goal is for our trio of criminal animals to do a crime, a big cool crime.
That sounds very nice.
It is very nice. I have a quick intro. So let me just run through this very quickly. Nope, don't enlarge mumble. I don't need that, thank you.
Embiggen the mumb.
No, don't embiggen the mum. The mumb is fine at the level it is at, thank you. Ahem. Welcome back to New Fur Haven, the biggest and best city in the entire world. And why is it the best? Because it is constantly moving upward. The area of low-income housing, formerly called the Wall Arms by people fortunate enough to not have to live in it, has been thriving as of late under its new management. We reached out to that new management, Astaroth Pygmalion, for a statement.
Yes, I, Astaroth Pygmalion, have bought this neighborhood to improve the life of all these citizens, donating millions of my own dollars to fund all the projects in the area. I am very rich, you see, and that means I'm a good person, and not simply throwing around money to improve the public perception of me and my company.
And alongside those neighborhood-wide improvements, the newly christened Wall Wings have been enjoying some of the lowest crime rates in the city, having a sizable chunk of uniformed officers patrolling its streets at all hours of the day and night. When asked about the city guard's apparent focus on the sparkling new township, Guard Commander Rufus Tweed had this to say. Well, all areas of the city, of course, deserve the equal attention and protection afforded by the Guard. But with the big show that's been made of the grubby little area cleaning itself up, the least we can do is show them respect and dignity of regular patrol. And I have to hand it to whoever's Guard captain down there. There's all those fresh, smart uniforms on the street, and our budget hasn't raised a penny. It's quite something. Who is the Guard captain over there, anyway? The intro was not able to find an answer to that question as of press time. So
If anyone asks, it's John Guard Captain.
it's John Guard Captain, and literally none of the police officers in Wall Wings are just regular people with guard uniforms that they got off of a very competent bullfrog. It's fine.
Yep. His name is spelled Gardkapten.
Guard Captain.
It's German.
So, how do we start this? We start this with Orchid Rose, who is at the Gothic mansion known as Skull Sink, the head of the Gravediggers crime cartel. Hey Orchid, what are you doing there?
I am. Can I get a? Is this a? What's the word? What is the word? Shit.
It's a prompt.
Yeah. Can you expand the prompt a little bit?
Just give me a reason why you are there at the place.
Sorry, I'm having trouble.
Still ring rust.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I'm trying to figure out exactly.
So, do you want to just say you're there to renew your Prime membership card?
No, but the thing is that I don't know why I'd have to renew it.
Well, just to make sure that you're doing the amount of crimes that are expected of you.
Wait, there's a quota?
I mean, I hope not, because it's been 2 years and y'all haven't done anything. Which is my fault, but still.
And is this I think Orchid right now. Orchid is doing potions, actually making potions in the basement.
Ooh.
Yes, there's a basement lab.
So are you researching, or are you making potions to order?
I think this is more of a research situation.
Okay. So you're just sort of mixing up a whole bunch of stuff and seeing what happens?
I think, yes, that is exactly what's happening.
Okay. So, Wild, is anyone with Orchid? I should have asked.
I'm trying to. What were the characters we established as being part of the Gravediggers?
Well, we have one that's about to enter the scene and give you your job, and I don't think we've got any others.
Okay.
I was gonna say if Astaroth or Galaxy Jackson are with you.
Yeah, I mean that would be fun. Does anyone want to be down here in the potion basement?
I actually have something else I plan to do.
Okay.
I'm doing really high intensity juggling practice, so I don't know if that's very.
You could juggle potions.
That's
yeah, I don't know if that can coincide with very dangerous potion making.
I think that's great, though. I think it's important to mix the potions.
Yeah, you're a centrifuge.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you're holding them and spinning in a circle, like you know.
So it would be really quite bad if anyone were to, say, disturb my concentration during this critical moment.
Yes, or if your grip was a little slippery.
No, listen, my hands were very prepped for this day. My mind was very prepped for this day. I did not expect to be juggling potions. This is a technique that I've been trying to learn for years, probably all of those 2 years, in fact. So my technique is fine. The problem is when your NPC decides to, oh, I don't know, stroll right in the middle of my 20 dangling potions of death. That's going to be a problem.
Well, let's get to the problem. Because suddenly, from a great distance and slowly getting louder, you hear Orchid, 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 Orchid.
Oh, good.
And down the stairs to the basement, in quite a big hurry, comes rib removal. I had to check like 3 times to make sure that's what we named them. But yes, the 2-foot-long bumblebee who loves death metal, rib removal.
So rib removal comes into the potion lab in the basement.
Buzzing just like straightforward as fast as he possibly can.
And meanwhile, there's a cat there, yes?
Yeah.
This is what do I have to roll, Christy?
Oh,
What do you roll
I have
to
just roll a thing. Just roll
I don't even remember.
Just roll me some dice. I presume you don't have a skill that says avoid a giant bee, so the thing is we're gonna call it a luck roll, but you have 100 luck.
Can you do a dexterity check? Dexterity saving throw.
Sneak around is the only thing I can even think of that would fit. And even that's a stretch.
I'm just gonna zoom in. A 5. Well under. I mean, you couldn't have gotten more than 20, but that's okay.
You just said roll a dice, and I was just like, I don't
you know what? That's fair.
I don't know which number or which denomination or how many dice or how to work this system.
That's fair.
Roll 1d100 is what we're mostly going to be doing.
Yeah, but that's completely fine. So you've successfully, like, they jump up in the air, the potion bottles, but you do catch them as Rib just sort of buzzes past you.
No, I need to clarify.
5 is the amount of potion bottles that go sailing past their face and don't hit them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to clarify. So are you spinning in a circle, or are you just juggling the potions?
I am juggling the potions while also juggling hot dogs, which is kind of why it was like a whole thing. Like the animals were supposed to be involved in it, but given that I wanted them to stay away just in case there were any untoward effects from the potions. So it's just me dangling about 20 potions in the air.
And also hot dogs.
And also hot dogs. But the hot dogs can be dropped without death, you see.
Sure,
usually.
Maybe the potions could too. We don't know.
We don't know what they do. I assume we have to roll a dice to know how lethal they are.
Well,
I don't intend to find out.
So Rib buzzes up to you and it's like, Orchid, 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 you and your hot dog girlfriend. You gotta help me out with something. I'm in a lot of trouble.
What's the problem, Rib removal? What's the situation?
The problem, hey, you know how I sort of keep care of the drivers here for the gravediggers?
I also do.
And you know how they're totally not zombies and don't worry about it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we do have to worry about it. It turns out that now we have to worry about it.
We have to. Okay, so let me get this straight. So we do have to worry about that now.
Right. Currently, yes. Now we have to worry about this thing.
On a, if you were to roll a D100, what was the scale of your issue?
On a scale for I'm sort of feeling like it's at. Wait, is 100 big and good, or is 100 like? Which one's the bad one?
I think the bad one is 100.
I'm 500.
Okay. I see.
I've rolled a 50. But that should not undermine the amount of panic I feel currently.
You got
So
a ball multiplier there.
so it came down from the big ones up there that we should maybe like look into expanding our driving repertoire. And everyone sort of felt that was a good idea, but we needed a couple more drivers. And I didn't think of a name for this character. Devin? We'll call him Devin. Devin, he goes down to one of the little funeral parlors down in Tanwa and tries to create a couple of new drivers and just like super fucked it up. Their whole catacombs is shambling around now.
Okay. Now, do the catacombs need to be empty of zombies? Is that important?
So we're sort of willing to take the hit on the zombies. If you could get rid of them, if you could find a way to get rid of them, that'd be great. But honestly, the city's probably gonna get to it first because they don't want zombies around and they have more people than we do.
Has it been discovered yet?
Yeah, a little bit. They've
Ah.
noticed the zombies is the
Well,
problem.
that is just right.
So they've got the building locked up. And the reason that's an issue is because inside the building is the book, the Tome of Acceptable Post-Mortem Servitude. And really, we do need that back. So that
So
we
the
can...
zombies do have the book, is what you're saying.
Well, they're not going to care about the book. They can't read. They're just sort of... I don't know. I haven't been down there. Presumably, they're just sort of bumping against each other. I don't know. I don't know what they do.
And I'm assuming the regular people do not know about the existence of the book.
No, I don't think the city knows about the existence of the book either. They just know that there's suddenly a bunch of vegan zombies in the thing.
Great, good.
Yeah, so you and yours have been doing great. We're hearing a lot of great things. I'm hearing a lot of great things. Other people too, I'm sure, are hearing a lot of great things. And if you could get this book back for us, wow, it would be... I would go from a 500 to my usual 200. And that would be good.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, any other pertinent information?
Probably some. I have here in real life a book that tells me what pertinent information is.
I can see your real life book.
Yeah, I know. I can't find it. I think I put it in a different folder than I thought I put it. Yes,
I can't see your real life book, I mean.
There is other pertinent information.
Okay, 2, while you're thinking about that, do you have any, I don't know, gear or ideas or, I don't know, something to put just a very great big lot of zombies down? Or can they be unlivened in a way that does not involve a lot of violence, let's go with?
There's probably gonna be some amount of violence, but you can probably get in and out.
Wait, how violent are they usually? I mean, they usually you were raising them for driving, yes?
Yeah, like
So why would they be I'm going to eat your brain?
Because they haven't got here yet. You know, I do a great job handling my people. I'm a very excellent manager. I make sure that they don't go out and eat other people. It's a lot of dedicated on the job training, and these ones don't have that yet.
Dedicated.
Yes.
What do they eat exactly?
People.
Okay, do you have any weapons then?
Ooh, Not.
Suits of armor?
I wouldn't.
Perhaps?
Do you have a gun?
I don't have a gun. I don't have a suit of armor. If I had the tools, I might just go like figure it out myself. But I do not.
Okay,
But
so
you-
what you're
you-
asking?
Y'all do know someone with a gun.
Oh,
Yeah, but we don't want
actually,
to talk about that right now. You do realize that you are sending us in there with nothing but our meat bodies, yes?
You're very resourceful, I've heard, from other people who I've also heard. Otherwise, they couldn't have told me.
Oh, I see what you want here.
I want what?
So we need to get the pizza to the zombies.
Yeah, you know what? Sure, go get some pizza and deliver it to the zombies. That'll probably do it. Probably.
I totally get what you're saying now. I think we can handle it from here.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, ignore her for just one second. If we had, per se, if someone that we knew, but did not know, obviously, had possession of a gun, theoretically, allegedly, would you happen to have any bullets for it? Because you can't expect us to take down an entire crypt of zombies with just the one.
I do not. I do not.
Okay,
I do
good,
not
great.
have. I do not have gun bullets. It would be really I'm 37. I don't even know where to get gun bullets these days.
Great. Okay, thank you. You've been very unhelpful. We will try to solve this within 3 to 5 business days. Thank you.
I'm very
Orchid,
Mm-hmm.
it is time to go get her bird friend.
Oh, I think so too.
And solve a very messy, brain spotted. Don't worry about it. Let's just go, shall we?
I think so. Make sure you bring the potions that you're holding.
You want me to all of the potions that I just spent all the time unjuggling and put them down on the floor. You want me to bring them in? I have
I
to
think
juggle them, and I
they're-
don't think they can fit out the door with me juggling them. So, do you have like a bag? If I
Yes,
start juggling again, it would take like half an hour, and we don't have time for that.
Orchid puts the potions into the potion bag.
Okay.
They're Pokemon metronome potions.
Wow, I don't even know what those do.
Metronome is a move that just uses a random move from the entire moveset.
That's what I'm putting into play here, is that I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
It's just a variety pack
And
of
I have them.
potions.
I'm very happy that you've handed me this toy to play with, and I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
We go there.
Y'all go there.
How do we get? Astaroth is the one with the car. I have a hot dog cart. I have a hot dog cart.
You have a hot
Do
dog cart.
Do the people? Oh, I technically have a horse, but I only have the one horse.
I'm pretty sure do I have a car? I think I do, but I don't know for sure.
You probably have a
Steal
hearse.
a hearse.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think I could just take one of them. Also, they're not being used because there's no zombies.
So the two of you hearse your way back to presumably the gold-breasted macaw to meet up with Astaroth?
I think so.
All right.
I'm in the kitchen currently.
You are a chicken in the kitchen.
And I am holding up as people walk in, as we move in. I'm holding up my fingers on each hand, on each bird hand.
Yeah, each bird hand.
In the shape of an L, about 50 centimeters apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is creating big hamburger. And we're working on creating basically a stunt food that is a family-sized hamburger that you cut up like a pizza.
And when you want to eat if Astaroth were to eat the pizza,
do what?
If Astaroth were to eat the pizza, how would that be done?
Well, I mean, you'd cut it up and you'd put it in your mouth.
Like a pie.
Is there any chewing that would happen?
I mean, I'm a bird. with teeth, so yes.
Right.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad we got the bird teeth in. We've done it, everybody.
And we're there now too.
So
Yes, we walk in
We ring the
very
doorbell.
frazzled. The doorbell. Do you have a doorbell?
No, but the front door's open. Well, it's business hours.
We walk in the front door. We just kind of. Are you holding anything important?
big hamburger.
I'm holding a big hamburger
You have to roll to
as
see
y'all
if you
make your
drop.
way back to the kitchen.
Okay. So I look at it, I go, blasphemy. And then I take you with Orchid and we need to go to your back rooms. Let us travel. Thank you.
All right, I stumble after you, spinning the burger above my head like it's a pizza that I'm tossing.
That's very good.
I'm glad for you.
Why do you flaunt your crimes against God? Badger God? I forget.
So as a hot Wolverine Jesus, but we haven't established God, so maybe God's a badger. So as a hot dogs person,
Mhm.
do you have it in for hamburgers? Is that a thing?
Not like violently, not like aggressively, but I do have some professional disdain.
You would rather not.
Meat should be tubular.
It's
Meat-
like
meat should be
threatens
tubular, good.
it threatens my sandwich supremacy. As you all know, hot dogs are clearly a sandwich. And then you're making this thing that is a sandwich that I'm also not like 100% on, but you're cutting up as if it is a pizza, and that's just not even remotely a sandwich, and I'm very distressed about it. But I don't have time to think about that right now because zombies. So let's just we will have a discussion later about like your business model, but right now is not the time.
I set the burger down on the desk and take out a pizza cutter and cut it into 8 slices. Offer one to each of you.
Oh yeah, Orca takes the pizza slice.
I'm glad that someone would enjoy it. I offer it. I do try to offer it to the animals as a to eat the animals. I don't. I think they just kind of look at it and maybe like turn
They
up their
hate it, do
noses.
they?
Yeah, they're just like this is offensive to me.
Damn, another failure.
We've brought this crime, this like not even fun crime, into my home in front of my children.
This is my home.
At
This
present,
burger
it
is
is.
my children.
Again, now is not the time for crime. Now is not the time for burger crime. Now is the time for zombie crime.
Oh,
Here's
zombies.
yeah, there was an incident at the what did they call it? The crypt, the random crypt place.
So it's it's called Dead House because it's a bad funeral parlor with a bad name.
Great. Okay, so there was an incident at the dead house, and now there are lots of little bitty, except not very little bitty zombies just kind of shambling around. And there's a very important book we need to get back. And the people who have asked us to do this have not given us diddly squat. So, if you would feel like, oh, I don't know, gearing us up before we go out and deal with this problem for the sake of peace and love and unity, and also the entirety of the normal world coming down upon us. Not doing that, that would be great.
I mean, I don't normally like helping the families directly if I can avoid it.
Would you like to perhaps acquire an army of the shambling dead for yourself, the ones we do not kill?
Tempting. But at the same time,
They'll
it
owe
seems
you
a
a
little
favor.
cruel.
They'll owe you a favor.
Now favors I can use. Of course, you could have just asked me nicely.
Not with that burger in front of me, I couldn't.
Fair enough, I tip it into the trash.
Absolutely brutal.
He's the one that has done this thing to me.
That's true. So, I have some information to give you, some proper information, before you start your first planning session.
I read the information.
Unfortunately, there's not a place for me to, like, just put it, so I'm just gonna have to tell you with my voice. So, the dead house is a small, shitty funeral parlor in the Clever Dog district of Little Tanoa. Picture Chinatown, you have it. It is very small, a single ground floor and a subterranean morgue, the morgue being where the zombies were created. Unlike other buildings in Little Tanoa, the dead house is its own independent small lot with narrow roads on all four sides of the building. And that is the information you know about the building. The quarantine. So, you know Astaroth a little bit about this quarantine. There's a perimeter around Dead House. They haven't shut down the district. They just have like a couple of streets in any direction blocked off. They've informed the people of the district that there was a dangerous buildup of gases caused by improperly stored embalming fluid, and that the building is off limits until an alchemist can deal with the volatile gases safely. None of you, unfortunately, know how to deal with the undead off the top of your heads, apart from, a shooting.
Oh, actually, Orchid has a potion for this.
Orchid has a potion for dealing with the undead.
Yes.
Okay.
There's Alchemist's Fire, 2 vials of it in equipment.
Oh, yeah.
The shambling hordes of the undead on fire.
The one thing worse than the shambling hordes of the undead is the shambling hordes of the undead on fire.
Okay, so we don't have any tools for dealing with the zombies.
But you could find out what tools you need, or just go get some stuff and just kind of hope for the best.
That sounds good.
I have one other thing to talk about before we start the timer. So last time we did this 2 years ago, you were asked personally by Vivi Valdiano, a high-ranking member of the family, to get her son out of a very secure detention facility. You did that thing. You did that thing for them. And I was a little at odds about how to reward you for that. So normally in Dusk City Outlaws, when you're given a job by a member of a cartel, and then they give you, then you get XP, which is like not indistinguishable from like your influence points with that cartel, saying, hey, you've done us a solid, we're going to do you one in the future. And I waffled about it for a while, and then I realized that I don't actually need to change the thing. I just need to change how it is presented. So you see this big red influence chip?
I do.
I'm gonna zoom all the way out. That was a bad idea.
It's on the bottom left of the thing.
It is not for me, but that is okay.
Oh, is it because it's on the GM layer?
Oh, I'm looking at it on the stream.
There it is.
Okay, there we go. It was because I had it on the GM layer. I needed to put it on the token layer. So, this represents that you are owed a personal favor.
Why could Freya see it?
On the stream.
I was looking at the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this represents that you are owed a personal favor by an incredibly influential member of a crime family.
Okay.
And you can spend this, and it can open a pretty big door if you want it to. I'm going to make you roleplay the scene in which you ask for the thing, but you're going to get the thing you ask for.
Okay.
But if we elected not to do that and instead use the favors that we are already given as part of the scenario, we will still have that for later.
Yes, that will still be there in another 2 years when we do the next one.
Mm.
You also have
What resources do we need?
We need bite-proof clothes.
Let me run the 15-minute timer then, if y'all are going to start talking about that.
Mm.
And you have 15 minutes to come up with a bit of a plan, with the startings of a plan.
Okay,
We need a library.
a library.
Oh, I see.
We need
That's
time
where we're going to find the book.
That's where we're going to find information to deal with the zombies. We need
Yes.
bite-proof clothing. We need some sort of weaponry, or unless our weapons that we come with as characters will suffice.
Question. Are these zombies the contagious kind?
Oh, yeah, that's important, isn't it?
It feels like you'd have to be dead.
Yeah, I think you would die regardless. But
Wait, it's a death touch kind of situation?
well, not a death touch, but
Death bite.
they would have to kill you.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine.
Okay, so if you do die, then so that what you're saying here is that if one of us does die, we can still come back for the next episode.
But as a zombie.
Just letting that one sit.
Oh, sorry, I was reading my things. There is information that I think you're going to have to spend legwork scenes in order to find out.
Okay.
All right.
I'm very interested in how we're going to find out information about zombies.
Well, you have an in with people who know all about zombies.
Didn't seem very knowledgeable when we came across them.
That's the trouble, is that Riverville didn't know very much about the zombies.
Surely someone must, though.
In fact, did not know enough that this is the issue in the first place. So which character can we make up to ask?
That's a great thing about Dust City Outlaws. You could just make up a character, and then I have to go, sure.
Okay,
we're going to talk to
some upper level professor who specialized in zombification of cadavers.
Oh, you mean what's the name?
Y'all can work out that later.
Okay, that's the plan, though. We're gonna talk to someone who knows about the zombies,
and we're going to we'll see if we need the library after we've talked to the person who knows about the zombies.
And in fact, maybe they work at the library.
Ooh.
University library. So I guess Christy, you need to come up with a university now. I'm just making hot dogs while this is going on.
U of Z, University of Zombie.
No, it's not just anyway. I'm just going to be.
It's a medical school.
Sure, a medical school. I'm for meat. I am making meat. Although I do have the hot dog pocket is basically, what is the word, infinite. But I am attempting. I don't know what human tastes like is the problem. I don't sure if I want to open that dark door.
Is that so we've already established that you have you harness the power of dimensions.
I harness the power of meat, the meat dimension.
Yeah, but there is presumably a meat door that is you have not opened yet. That it contains
the forbidden meat door.
There is a meat door that if you put your hand too deep in my pocket, bad things will happen. It might become hot dogs. Don't reach in my Please do not reach into my pockets. It's bad for you.
Don't reach into the nth dimensional pocket from which you pull your endless supply of hot dogs.
Yes, it doesn't like strangers. So,
All right, so what else do we need to do tonight besides find information?
well, we need to get rid of the zombies and we need to get the book. Preferably without any of the people outside of the building knowing what's going on.
All right, so we're going to need to put together some store of equipment so that
also
we
need
can get through the
something-
zombies.
We'll need something to
Yes.
distract the zombies. What are
The
zombies?
hot dogs.
Okay.
I'm going to
Z-
be flinging hot dogs in every direction.
Mindless zombies are really, really easily distracted by League of Legends.
Burn.
Okay. So how can we make hot dogs into League of Legends?
You can pour the potions into the hot dogs, assuming that they don't burn through the hot dogs. You can give them to the zombies.
Okay, so
Now,
that's
if
what
you
we'll
had
do.
if you had one that was a bomb that could fit into a hot dog, and presuming that there are any big zombies or zombies in the middle of a crowd, that would also work. You might need something like a noise maker or something just generally distracting to like throw like an alarm bomb, perhaps.
An alarm potion.
Also, if we could get the layout of the building, the blueprints of the building, that would be good.
We can do that at the library.
Know whether or not the hot dogs are going to work, but they like meat.
I
They
think the
usually
blueprints would be a city hall thing. Sorry.
Are these okay.
I mean, it's wherever. That's the great thing about Dust City Outlaws. You tell me that a thing is at a place, and I say okay.
All right, go back to what you were saying, Mock. Sorry about interrupting you.
I have already forgotten, like past the point of I'm past the point of hot dogs. So it's just there were hot dogs, there were potions in hot dogs, there were noisemakers, there were blueprints, there were nothing else that I can
So-
recall. Do we need the gun? Do we need to take the gun, and do you have bullets for the gun?
I think I have whatever was loaded into the gun when I stole it.
Okay, so that's a desperate act.
Yeah, that's a last-ditch effort.
Yeah, okay. So
How many
we have
bullets
that.
are?
Well, it's a rifle, so I imagine no more than... And it was fired a couple times, so I imagine, depending on the type of rifle, it could be anywhere between, like, 6 and 50.
Yeah, we'll call it 10.
Okay.
That's the last ditch effort. Anything else that we need to know? Can we get in? Do we need a permit from the dead people? The people who own the place? When we show up there, are they just going to let us pass the blockade, or are we going to have to like sneak in?
And these are the catacombs, right?
We're gonna need flashlights and such.
So there's going to be like guards posted around the place. They probably won't let you just go in.
They asked us to solve the problem.
No, the people who fucked up asked you to solve the problem. The City Watch don't actually understand what the problem is. They're just around the place waiting for like some other stuff to happen so that it can be taken care of their way.
So we're going to have to come in from above.
Above the catacombs. So what you're saying is that we need to drill into the catacombs.
Please, no. Can we just pick up one of the guard uniforms that we have readily available and perhaps just go, hey, we have a paper that says we can do what we want from the chief of police or something.
Oh yeah, we do have someone who can forge papers for us.
Oh yeah, the kid from the thing.
Oh, never mind. This I don't know. This is another option. Is that presumably there's other entrances to the catacombs besides the main entrance? Because that is usually how catacombs work.
Can find that out if it's in the blueprints.
Yeah, that would be we also need an exit strategy, which could be in the blueprints.
Remember, we've got 3 planning sessions to figure this out. So what are we going to
Okay.
do for this first night?
So first, somebody needs to go and get the blueprints from wherever they're at, be it City Hall or University.
And the
Second,
information.
second of all, we need the university person to talk to about zombies for a little bit. Thirdly, we need to start getting supplied, I think. But we don't
Okay.
necessarily know what we're going to need for in terms of supplies other than like the basic flashlights or torches or whatever or rope until we've talked with the expert. I don't know who has the ability to talk to the expert or get their ear, as it were.
Okay, I can probably just round up and gather basic survival equipment, body armor and basic weapons and flashlights, glow sticks, all that important shit.
Okay, so
Glow
who is the
rings.
contact for the mood glow in the dark
Mood
rings?
rings.
Yes. Who is the contact for the forger whose name I do not have at in front of me right now?
I don't remember their name either.
It's been 2
I think it
years,
was
to be fair.
Langston.
Yeah, but what house does Langston belong to?
He belongs to the Wellington is his name.
Wellington.
Ah, right, beef.
The
Right.
beef house?
He belongs to the Beef House. He's a member of the family, capital T, capital F.
Okay. Is this vague, or is this a specific family?
This is the family, capital T, capital F, is a different cartel, one that none of you 3 belong to.
Okay.
But we did just break his best buddy out of prison for reasons.
Yeah,
so.
and he'd probably be quite happy to help you.
Especially since it's only the one paper, so I don't know, one of us can do that, one of us can get the supplies, and what was the other thing? The university person? Whose scene is that? Astaroth's doing survival gathering,
I
and
think.
then somebody's doing forgery.
Oh, so someone's doing. I think that.
One
Do
of
you
y'all
think?
approach the forger, one of y'all approach the professor. Just
Yeah, that's
figure
what
out
I'm.
which is which.
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like
asking.
Orchid's probably gonna approach the professor.
That makes sense.
Well, then I'm gonna go chat with our good buddy. What is he in terms of Amnino?
He is a lovebird.
Oh, great. I'm gonna approach our buddy the lovebird then.
So this is your 3 scenes that we got going next.
Sounds good to me.
We got Astaroth locking and loading and just kind of like
Lock and load and
opening
rock and rolling.
off the underground. You know that in the action movies where you have a long array of weapons ranging from medieval to very, very large big guns.
Yeah.
But instead of that, it's mostly knives.
It's mostly knives.
And then I'm just gonna go have a little chat with the forger, and then
Orchid's gonna go talk to Professor.
A big chat with the professor of
with somebody.
professorology.
Okay.
Yes.
I leave Galaxy with some words of advice. Please try not to get angry and kill the boy.
Me? It's not like he puts a hamburger in front of my face. He did nothing to me.
So we have to. I'm curious. So in the game, in the system of the City Outlaws, is there a say that Galaxy does murder during a prep scene?
I have no reason to murder this child.
But
yes.
Okay.
Right. But if she did, it would absolutely add more heat. And thank you for reminding me, by the way.
Oh yeah, I guess
that heat is the word.
Where is he located? Can we bring him to our location?
Oops. He's Wellington's wherever you tell me he is, basically.
Oh, good. So, um, I I I don't know how good the mail system is in the zone.
Sure. You
I
can easily get a message to someone.
I mail him a 3-for-1 coupon for hot dogs,
Mail him a
and I
three.
write yes, and I write a little tiny message on the back.
And you have access to Jennifer Legacy, remember?
I do have access to Jennifer Legacy.
Her name's Jennifer Legacy.
This is true. I've heard that.
This is going to add like 10 to 20 minutes
No.
to our runtime.
No, we're-
Please, God.
Okay. So those are your 3 legwork scenes. Who wants to go first?
Which one would make the most sense to go first?
Mine's going to be quick because it's just going to be describing the equipment that I'm grabbing.
Do you want to
Okay,
go first then, so we can have a little longer scenes after?
Well, it would make more sense for us to know what we need to get from the professor before we start gathering too many things.
That's right.
True.
Okay, so I will go first.
Okay.
All right.
So Orchid Rose is gonna go to let's look at our sheet. Actually, there's a sheet that says getting the job done.
The university generator.
I love this sheet. So up here at the top right of the screen, we have getting the job done, which is the little cheat sheet for how we build our legwork scenes. We want this little blue box here. So describe the one thing you want to get out of the scene, a specific piece of information, some asset or resource, the cooperation or aid of an individual, and so on. What you want to get out of this, I guess, is some sort of general information about zombies and how they work.
That would be good.
Okay. How are you describe the place you are going to get it?
Oh, we're also getting where the plans here, the where were
the blueprints?
The blueprints.
Oh, right. That sort of fell by the wayside, huh?
We can get them on another night too,
Okay,
if
so
necessary,
that's-
since we're only supposed to get one thing per scene.
Okay, so that's not an issue then. We don't have to worry about that for now.
Yeah, you have plenty of time right now.
What was the next thing that we need to establish?
The place you're going to get it. So this is going to be an occult university in the city. So probably it's probably not going to be a university. In fact, it's probably going to be like just a slightly larger than average house that does like day classes in magic.
Okay. And there's a library there.
And there's a library there, and there's people who like are willing to point you towards information about zombies or answer questions for you. So how are you going to get it? Are you just going to go like do some research, or are you going to like try and talk to someone?
I think it's important to try and talk to someone because it'll be funnier than reading a book there.
That's true. It will be funnier to do that. So, who will you interact with there at the like occult visitors center? Not visitors
What is
center.
this?
What's the word I want? The place where things happen.
The Oasis,
learning
Highway
annex.
Oasis.
There we go.
The campus?
The occult learning annex.
The occult.
Well, that just makes it sound terrifying.
Yeah.
We should call it that, I think.
So you said something earlier, and I'm absolutely going to steal it. You're going to go talk to Professor Ology at the occult learning annex.
Very nice.
Is anyone going with you?
Where is this
should-
located? Okay, yeah, you can go.
Yeah, I should come along.
I think so too. That would be good. I think it's important to I think it's very important to establish that Professor Ology is what's the they don't have any kind of credentials. I think would be good.
Oh, yeah, sure. Their first name is Professor.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going for.
So they're professorology.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Professor of professorology.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you can just call yourself professor without you don't. They can't stop you from doing that.
They legally can't stop you from doing that. They'd like to try, but they can't.
Is that the entire sheet?
Yeah, that's the whole sheet. That's all the things we need. So, I asked who was coming with you, if anyone was.
I am.
Okay. So the two of you are headed out to a commoner district down near the docks, but not at the docks because that's a different district with different rules. And you come to the Occult Learning Annex, which is a 2-story tall, slightly wider than average building with with a sign out front with a skull on it that says "Learn the unknowable here."
How many gargoyles does the building have?
None gargoyles, but you get the feeling that's just because they can't afford it. Like
Okay.
the sign with the skull doesn't even look good. It's not even a
The
real
sign with
skull.
the skull is what's the
I
what's
make a note to donate some gargoyles.
what's this what's the Dust City party store called?
Where they get all their Halloween supplies.
Yeah, where they get all their
Yes.
Halloween supplies. Spitit's Halloween.
Sounds good.
Ferret's Halloween? How about Ferret's Halloween?
Okay.
Ferret's Halloween is much better. Thank you. I had nothing. So yeah, it's like a Ferret's Halloween that someone has converted into something that could be viewed as a school in bad light. And how did you make an appointment? Did you like send a message for like, hey, we would like to speak to whoever you have that knows a lot about zombies, or are you just showing up like hat in hand?
So I had considered doing some kind of a contact first, but then I realized that that's not what's happening. We are walking up to the front door and opening it.
I hope walk-ins are welcome.
Yeah, if that's what it says underneath the "Learn the Unknowable," it says "Walk-ins welcome." So
Beautiful.
you get in and you're met by, oh, hang on, I have the random animal generator here in front of me. You're met by a very small muskrat going, "Oh, hello, 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 hello. You wanted to sign up for some classes, did you? Wonderful, and 2 of you. What a great day this is. I'm Terrence. That's my real name, and don't look it up. How are you?"
Good evening, Terrence.
Hello,
My compatriot
Terrence.
here has some questions for you.
Oh, also, I think it's important to the Orchid has the mask on. I think that's an important part
Oh, right.
of the scene.
You're not being hunted by police anymore.
Oh, I know.
I didn't acknowledge that the last time we played. You were being actively hunted by police because you threw a firebomb at a cop car.
Yes, okay.
But that's not something that's happening anymore. You don't need to worry about that.
Oh no, this
They
is just
couldn't
to
prove it.
this is just because this is the House of the Unknown.
I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's like, so Terrence looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes, you look like the sort of person who would have some questions for us. What can we do for you today?"
We have to learn about zombies. It's very important, and it doesn't involve anything that would be of a concern. We just need to know about zombies, like how they work.
How zombies work. Zombies are fascinating, aren't they? We get a lot of requests for stuff like this.
Absolutely.
They're alive, but they're not alive. It's fucked up is what it is.
Yeah, it's like a virus or a back. It's like is a virus alive? Who knows?
Yeah, it's like a virus or maybe a,
Another thing that
a sea urchin.
defies definition of
Yeah.
life.
So yeah, we can answer your questions. I think Professor Ology isn't doing anything at the moment. Actually, let me go check. And Terrence sort of like goes out of the room, not out of the room, but like down in this lobby that you're in, out to a room and like knocks on a door and sort of looks over. Hey, Professor, are you doing anything? No.
Are you
Okay.
sure this place isn't going to like take your internal organs or?
Not completely.
I think that's what the grave diggers do. Presumably, that's what happens.
So Terrence comes back and says, yes, Professor Ology is in his office, and he's not currently busy, and he'd be delighted to answer your questions.
We go in.
I feel like you should
I
lead with
follow.
the gargoyle. You're hearing the voice from the sky, but like this just I feel like you should lead with the gargoyle donation so that he knows that you're like
That you're serious.
you have money and you're not afraid to use it,
The
and
go-
also just give us the information and don't take our organs, please.
The,
Thank
the
you.
ghost of hot dogs passed, like, it goes, don't forget the gargoyles.
All right, so I lead with that. Hello, Professor Ology of the what was the school called again?
Did you say
Hula
that out
for
loud in
short.
character?
I
You
don't
should- I
something
think you should say that in character.
something
The-
annex, occult learning
The
annex.
College Learning Annex, the OLA. Professor Ology of the OLA. Can I call you Prof?
I'm sorry, just 1 second. I needed to look up what kind of animal they are. And they're, of course, a raccoon. They're a raccoon in a suit that doesn't fit and wouldn't look good even if it did.
They have dark circles on their eyes.
They have dark circles on their eyes because they're a raccoon,
they're
and also they
raccoons.
haven't been sleeping. But you get the feeling they just sort of don't sleep. They're not like worried, they just don't sleep.
I've been looking about your wonderful place of work, and I was wondering if you'd have need of a few gargoyles as decor, perhaps.
Oh, we certainly wouldn't say we certainly wouldn't say no. I do
Ah, good.
We do love it here at the Occult Learning Annex, but the plain frontage, it keeps people from really thinking. The folks in here certainly know the unknowable. We can learn a lot from them. They just think we sell, like, those balls with the lightning in it. What are those called?
Lightning balls?
The lightning balls. Like you get at Ferret's Gifts.
Now, do you sell the lightning balls here?
We could probably make you one. I'm not sure what.
All right,
I'm
so
not
I
sure
think
that's
this...
it. You said I was told you had some questions about zombies.
We do. About
and
zombies.
Because I am helping, that...
You've cut out.
Oh, I'm using my coordinate skill so that my offering the gargoyles is adding 2 advantage dice.
What are you rolling me for that?
Nothing yet, but in case there is need for it in the near future.
Okay. All right. So Professor Ology sits back in their shitty. It's like a plastic chair that you would see in a school cafeteria.
Oh no.
And it's not like Professor Ology's small, so they fit in it, but it's certainly not comfortable. And they go, I was told you needed some questions answered about the reanimated.
Yes, now, the first one is how do you become a zombie?
So the reanimated are Everyday people like you and me, they change the course of history. They're renegades of funk. I'm
God
stalling.
damn it.
I'm stalling because I have this information somewhere, but I've lost it on all of these pages. Here we are. So the reanimated are brought back to life with a very volatile kind of magic. That can quite easily go wrong if you're distracted for even a tenth of a second. So
That's pretty fucked up.
it is pretty fucked up, right? Most people won't touch the damn things. So the sorcery that brings them to life turns them into sort of drones. It's not quite. It's you shouldn't, for like a lot of reasons. But if you were to try and bring someone back to life, you would, control their movements and be able to issue them suggestions. Unless, of course, for whatever reason you died during the summoning, and then they would just sort of be free agents. And in the case of being free agents, they would sort of just kind of bumble around eating stuff until they fell over.
Okay.
I whisper to you, Orchid. I think that someone may not have told you everything.
I also think that.
Was there anything else? Anything specific?
Are you still there, Freya?
Did I not press the button?
Yeah, you cut out for a bit.
Which part did you know? Like, what did you hear?
The last thing we heard was you responding that you also think that someone didn't tell you everything.
Oh, I said that we're gonna have to have an interrogation session with rib removal.
Okay.
And also, what else do we need to know about zombies?
What are their weaknesses? How do we stop them?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they fall over like anything else. If you were to, destroy the brain. And there are more magical, sorcerous, necromantic ways of controlling and corralling them, but they're more dangerous than the summoning. I certainly wouldn't suggest it of a first timer.
How about alchemical?
Fire, probably.
So, like alchemical fire, throwing that at them would be helping the situation, right?
It would certainly give them, like, they don't regenerate is the thing, so eventually they would be burned all the way and then not be able to move around anymore. I think getting to the brain is more direct, but the fire would work. I don't know of any other specific things that would help you.
A voice on the wind. What about hot dogs?
Oh, also, we need to know about what is the effect of hot dogs on zombies. This is important.
They sort of choose to go after things that are moving, but in the
So, say if the hot dog had some kind of movement enchantment.
Or a string attached.
if you threw a hot dog on a string at one of them and sort of wiggled the string up and down, that might serve as a distraction, certainly.
And if the hot dog was alive,
Hold on now.
If the hot dog was alive, I would be terrified myself, and I would be more afraid of that than the zombies. I know
could
what
a
a zombie
reanimation-
is. A living hot dog's fucking terrifying.
So, could a reanimation spell work on a hot dog, or is that limited to zombies?
A reanimation spell?
It would turn them into the meat that they came from, and you don't really want to think about that.
It would turn them into the meat that they came from, and you don't really want to think about that, unless of course they came out of some sort of an nth dimensional space.
So they'd be like eldritch creatures.
In which case, God alone knows what they'd turn into. Badger God alone would know what they would turn into.
Okay, so that you're saying that it's an option.
Oh no.
Sweet Wolverine Jesus.
Just okay. I'm gonna send an actual physical letter. Okay. Because if I start whispering anymore to y'all, it's gonna be haunted. Can you reach the brain in ways that are not physical? Can you perhaps put a potion or put a solution in the hot dogs that would then reach the brain? Or can you
Okay.
just put something in the brain as opposed to knocking the brain away or shooting the brain away?
So, Professor, how do you poison a zombie?
Ooh, yeah, I think that's the point where you're gonna roll me a thing.
Okay,
I probably should have asked for this slightly before now, honestly, but I was...
Which thing am I doing? Am I navigating? This is not navigating bureaucracy.
I wouldn't say navigate bureaucracy. This
Convincing someone. Am I convincing someone of something?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, I think this would be convince someone more than anything else, because you're trying to convince them that that this is a good idea. That's
so
a 48.
That's under 65. Is that good or bad?
That's good. You want to be under your target number.
That's good. Okay. Also, didn't matter because I can get helped out by Astaroth.
We're not hearing you.
You get 2 advantage dice from my help.
That is true. So
we didn't need it.
We did not need it.
Right.
Yeah, but you can get a super success with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll me 2 D10s.
How do we?
D10s? No, they're D8s. The advantage dice. Sorry, 2 D8s, and you want to roll evens on them. You did roll 1 even on them, so you get a boon.
Okay.
So, you have to be straight with me. Is this just a hypothetical, or is there something I should be concerned about?
We were told that there is nothing to be concerned about.
Okay. Did
If
you
that
believe the
helps.
person who told you that?
I don't know very much about rib removal.
I hold up my wing and say, not for a second.
Because if this isn't quite hypothetical, I could probably put you into contact with someone who could more directly affect them. If you
I
just
like the
want
sound of that.
poisoning, I could have that information for you as well. But I do
I think we could make a contact with someone.
Okay, I will give you the location of my colleague who is rather skilled in the occult arts. They're graduates of the Annex, you know.
Ah.
Oh.
I make a point of looking very impressed by this information.
It's always nice when we can pass what we've learned on.
It is nice.
Was there any other thing?
What else what's the paper say? Does the paper say there's anything else?
Oh, I've given you all of the like zombie
Oh, no,
information I
no.
actually have.
I'm talking about Galaxy's note.
Oh, Galaxy's paper note.
I mean, did you answer the question? Well,
Kinda.
if you're going to not poison them,
Oh, you could.
and you're
I'm sorry. You could. That information isn't in here even a little bit, but like if you somehow got them to ingest a neurotoxin,
With the hot dog.
it would be slow, but it would work.
A deadly neurotoxin.
It's like GLaDOS from the Half-Life series.
That's right.
well, that's all I can whisper on the wind / stick on a pigeon. So I think we're good for now.
All right.
I think we're good for now, actually.
Oh, well, thank you. This has been wonderful. I love talking about my hobbies and my
Hobbies, you say?
my vast array of occult knowledge here at the Occult Learning Annex.
Now about those gargoyles.
I'll be forwarding them in the morrow.
I look forward to what happens when this poor fucker gets like a bunch of gargoyles just in the mail.
They're just stacked on the porch in shipping crates.
It's like, well, I don't quite know what I expected.
Like he can sell them for sign money and like a comfy chair. And then just
That's
keep
true.
2 for the aesthetic.
A comfy chair.
It's the comfy chair.
That show's real good. Who's next? What's next?
We leave.
I
Y'all leave. Cool. What's the next? What's our next legwork scene?
I could go get the permit, but also does this information change the survival thing?
I'm not sure it does.
Obviously, you can destroy the brain, so you get some baseball bats, and he didn't necessarily answer the question as to whether it was contagious, because they will.
Oh,
It-
right. I forgot to say that bit.
was a question we were supposed to ask.
We did ask it.
They wouldn't be contagious anymore.
Okay.
They're contagious for like 6 hours after they're, created.
Oh, good. I'd look terrible with rotten flesh.
Sure. Most people would, I think.
Well, you just grab a couple of baseball bats and some lighting implements, and
Yeah, it's important that we have nails to put into the baseball bats.
Yeah, like Cloud Strife.
I didn't know Cloud Strife had a
Had
bat
a
with
baseball
nails.
bat?
A baseball bat with nails sticking out of it.
What else does Cloud Strife have that we might need for the zombie adventure?
Really spiky hair.
He's got cure material. That's pretty good on zombies.
Oh, that's true.
So
Can we summon Bahamut?
you cannot summon Bahamut.
Damn.
I don't know how you would go about that.
and Orchid make health potions.
Yeah, do
Just
health potions hurt zombies like in Minecraft?
Oh,
And Final Fantasy.
probably not.
I was thinking more for us, but good get up and go.
Okay, I'm making some health splash potions.
We'll talk about that later. So what's this? Mox, what is Galaxy doing?
Is it Livingston or
Wellington.
Wellington. I'm going to go to Wellington to go get a forgery of a permit that says I do what I want. Well, basically, to let us into the not crime scene, but the zombie zone.
Okay.
The barricaded, whoever's the boss of the people in front of the doors, basically.
Okay. So, let's roll to getting the job done really quickly. So, Describe one thing you want to get out of the scene. You want a forged document?
Would like a forged document because we
A-
already have the outfits,
A
basically.
forged document saying that you are allowed to be in the place you are.
Yes.
Specifically inside of the quarantined building where the zombies are.
Yes, we're going to see if we're a special dispensation from X, Y, and also W.
Okay, you are going to interact with Wellington to get the thing you want. A forger that is known to you, a good friend.
Yeah.
And where are you going to get it? Where are you like meeting up?
Well, I sent him a very expensive coupon for my cart. So
So
him only, one Wellington only. You just have to be Wellington and you can get hot dogs.
okay, so Wellington is coming to you at your hot dog cart?
Yes, we're meeting in an out of the way section of the docks because the people there know me, so I can assume fairly reasonably that no one is going to like rat me out or be all that concerned about me meeting strange people over like my meats.
Okay. That makes sense. What
I like that your secret signal of communication is sending out a 3-for-1 coupon.
Listen, everybody loves hot dogs.
Everybody does love hot dogs. That's a wild value prop, by the way.
It's just the way things are here in our beautiful city.
It's a family pack.
Yes, he gets unlimited toppings.
Is anyone is anyone coming with on this journey?
You need to make sure that the thing looks the way that it does, that it needs to. He knows properly who this needs to be addressed to, but we've looked at the building and we've seen the outfits of the people in front of it.
I am probably the one who's keeping track of that information, or if not me, then Jennifer Legacy. So, yeah, it makes sense for me to come along on this one as well.
Okay, so you get a hood thrown over you because I don't think you're supposed to be here.
Yes, I go in disguise.
In the dock zone.
I wear a trench coat and a fedora like the Ninja Turtles when they're incognito.
Does no one know that it's them?
No one knows it's them.
I am only a little bit concerned to be walking on the side of you.
Yeah. So you're having a hooded time.
We are having a very heated discussion about hot dogs versus hamburgers. And when friend walks up,
I'm basically just apologizing the whole time because I was just looking for a new special for the casino and I didn't realize that it would offend her, and I'm sorry.
Like, you passed over me right at your front door with all of the hot dogs that you could ever want in the world. And you go and make not only a hamburger, but the hamburger pizza. Two of the world's worst.
I love this character building. I love it so much.
This galaxy is distraught, but it's fine. It's fine. We are ignoring the animals trying to cheer me up. We are ignoring the gesturing arms. We are ignoring all of the flailing and all of the hot dogs and all of the toppings going everywhere. But he does just kind of walk into a scene of relative chaos. Nobody else at the docks is particularly concerned because I have like breakdowns every day.
Right. So the two of you are having a very heated discussion, and Wellington just sort of like strolls up, like, I have a 3-for-1 coupon. Is this a bad time?
Oh, no, darling. Oh, long time no see. You are just the person we wanted to see.
May I?
Yeah.
I stop mid-sentence and spin around and say, "Oh, hi, Mark."
That's not my name?
Sorry, I'm not sure where that came from.
What What's happening?
It's because her brain has been poisoned with hamburger meat. Darling, we need
I
to have a
think
talk
you might be
about...
right.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better.
He's showing genuine concern. Now I need to, like, pivot. I need to pivot a sec. Okay, all right, darling. First things first, the most important piece of business. What toppings do you want?
Oh, I was gonna say maybe I should get one of the chlorine dogs, but it feels like that's not what I'm after today. I just like nuts,
You know what?
nuts and chocolate sauce, please.
I can absolutely do nuts. It's been a while since somebody's ordered a dessert dog. I was
It's just that I've been walking around all day and I really need a sugar recharge.
absolutely coming right up. Will you save the next two for when you next return, or would you like to get some for your friends? Or
I'm not in the best of company right now. I think I'll just have this one and put the other two on hold. Thank you.
all right. Okay. Second thing, while I'm now juggling. I think juggling is now just kind of a part of my day in my life. So
You
I
just
am just like
juggle.
I just juggle as breathing. So I am just flipping the chocolate sauce and while I'm looking around for the nuts. And then while I'm doing that, I go, okay, so while I am doing this, I think me and Astaroth needed a teensy-weensy thing from you. It shouldn't be nothing major, but I think we need a what was it?
We need a permit to be able to enter the catacombs while they're quarantined. Something that looks official, as though it came down from just higher up than the guard. Not something high enough up that it can be easily checked.
Huh. That's a bit of an order. I don't really have. It would be hard to do. It wouldn't be impossible. What's the what's the what's the buzz? Tell me what's a happening.
Darling, how much do you know about the Living Dead?
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, it's less a movie and more the walking shambling kind of
Yeah, the walking shambling grah, and then like it's they didn't really mean it as a metaphor, but the way they cast it ended up making it look like a metaphor, and then he just sort of went, okay.
This is not a metaphor.
Oh, is that the one that happens at the mall?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's the one that happens at the mall.
Ah, human movies were bizarre.
Right? It was wild.
Okay, you take
I guess we've
that thing.
just now established that we know what humans are, huh?
I guess we did.
Like 5 eps in? Okay.
They're an ancient species. None have been seen here in centuries.
Oh dear. Okay, if you two are done having a little history lesson, they're real and they are in the place that we are trying to get into. So
It would make sense that they're in the catacombs. Yeah.
they were not alive before there was an incident with, I suppose, a necromancer, and there's a very important thing we need to get inside, basically.
Okay. Um So, okay, the problem is that there's people trying to keep the zombies in, and you need to get past those people.
Yes, we will be dealing with the problem. We're not exactly trying to cause a zombie apocalypse or anything,
Okay,
but
good. I would not enjoy that. I
yes,
have to live here where the apocalypse would be.
yes, and so do all of me and all of my friends. So we are trying to deal with the problem from the inside out, and also do a little bit of our thing on the side, but that's not important. What is important is if you need any resources in order to facilitate getting you in or getting your any hands on any papers that you might need, we can do that. We really just need the forgery.
Um, I can probably do this. I'm trying to think of what all. I would need. I think the thing I would need the most is to know who's running the show there so that I can know who to one up over, right?
Well, there is one person I know who is very good at getting information, and so I will need you. We will give you the what do we use for communication? Like,
Hot
We used a
dogs, I
hot dog.
thought.
no, I mean like, okay, I will
Couriers a lot of
send.
the time.
Yeah. So, it's so that we can answer this question because it's actually a pretty big question. In the city, there's not a mail. There's a mail service that's for like deliveries and stuff, but person-to-person communication is often handled by couriers who are mostly like kids.
I hand my important business off to some urchins.
Well, if you've got really important stuff, we've got Jennifer Legacy.
Yeah.
That's why I was going to ask him to send a message to.
Mm.
Like he can be in contact with Jennifer Legacy, and then I guess you can be in contact with Jennifer Legacy in order to like get the information, and then Jennifer Legacy can then pass the information on to our bee friend here, our Wellington, our lovebird bee friend here.
I can personally be the go-between on this.
Okay, that that all sounds good to me. If you can get me that, then yeah, I can knock you out something in a day, probably less than. I just need I got codexes and stuff. I just need the information.
Nah, no problem. How are your friends doing, by the way?
Not great.
Sorry to hear that. Is there something that we can deal with
They weren't.
after we finish solving the zombie apocalypse?
Dog, they're not worth it. I came to that they're just sort of not worth trying to hang around with. I've been looking to sort of make new friends. I'm taking some classes at the occult annex.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. But also, Astaroth, please make a note to maybe make a donation to that school.
No.
Would some gargoyles help? I feel I'm about to find myself with an excess.
Yeah, I could probably be friends with a gargoyle. I don't know what you're asking.
You know what? Don't worry about it. We will keep in touch, and I wish you the best of luck in your schooling. And if you need anything, you know where to find us. You can always come here, or if you see one of my animals about, you can send them a message. You always have your coupon. If you need another coupon, we are here.
I am happy to hold on to this coupon for free potted dogs.
Great, wonderful. Also, I did actually mean the friend that we rescued, not the other.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah. You haven't. Wellington like looks around a little bit, but like y'all said, no one's paying attention to you. It's like he's fine. We don't talk a lot because that's what happens when someone goes into hiding. But the last I heard, he was doing fine out there in the McCon tree. Just
It is.
just whining, I think.
And
With-
dining.
And dining. I did mean like with wine. I realized that the way I said that might have made it sound like he was sort of just sending me letters about how everything's terrible in the beautiful sunny country. But no, it's not like that. He sends me letters that are occasionally stained with massive blots of wine. Seems to be doing okay though. Thank you for asking.
I'm glad to hear it. Okay, darling, you have this. This is I kind of accidentally made it a double decker. I'm still working on juggling and hot dogging at the same time.
No, it's okay.
So-
I really need the sugar boost.
Okay, so you take this. We will be in contact. We will be in touch, and you have a very good day.
Thank you. I hope both of you have a great day too. Galaxy and mysterious giant hooded stranger. Wink.
I
She's
wink
working
back.
on it. She's not working on it at all, actually.
Big, obvious wink. Like, you know how gold-breasted macaws have their eyes set to the sides of their heads?
Yeah.
Just one side of my face towards him, giant wink.
I
Wonderful.
am
I love
so
it.
glad I meet all sorts of suspicious characters.
I mean, you do crimes. It's suspicious characters are sort of the order of the day.
She's being very suspicious. It's fine.
Sometimes I just can't help myself.
So, so that's a thing. That's a thing you need to know.
There's a thing that we got out of the way, ish.
Excellent.
Now, do we still do the information gathering, or not the information gathering, the
Equipment gathering.
equipment gathering, or do you use that for the other, more different expert on
No, we can do
zombieology?
that. We can do the other more different expert tomorrow, since we've already set up the scenes.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm assuming everyone is involved in this scene at this point.
Which one is it?
We're just going through my stores and finding equipment to use.
Okay.
I imagine it like I'm imagining specifically a old WCW thing, but it's like a brain, please. It's like a montage. It's like a shopping montage from an 80s film where you all you go into the fucking
dressing room,
thank
and then
thank
you
you
come
very
out.
much. Yes. You go into the dressing room and it's like cut to you coming out in like a shark bite suit and you sort of shake head no. It's come out in, you know, a hat with an umbrella on it. It's like, no.
Umpire's armor.
Umpire's armor, yeah, just the padded chest and the you get down on one thing. Actually, why don't y'all tell me what this looks like?
It is basically like that, except at the end I think I come out with like a cat suit, because obviously.
Ah. We all end up wearing the same cat suit.
Cat
No,
suit,
see-
but mine has a hot dog bandolier because I've been pouring potions into some hot dogs, the variety pack.
See, for
And I put
Galaxy,
my fingers on my chin and say, well, one of us is going to have to change.
Wait, aren't we just putting on like the cop uniforms over this in the first place?
Yes.
So it's fine.
so I was gone in the bathroom for a moment. Do we have papers that we are forged for us?
We have to
We
go
will
find out
soon.
we gotta go find out the person and then liaise, but we're good on that front. I'm gonna go home for a sec and pick up some cat toys that Crime
with the-
uses, and I'm gonna tie some hot dogs to the cat toys.
And what does your cat suit look like?
It has a hood with the ears on it that are somehow in a different place than my actual cat ears. And then so it's like I have like 2 or 3 sets of ears, and we don't talk about it, but I'm sure they have a purpose. I don't know why the suit came like this. This may have been one of Cromwell's pranks. He's not even here and he's being a bastard. I don't know how he managed it. But the important thing is that it has a lot of pockets for hot dogs and hot dog accessories, and also a bandolier.
I also put together nail bats. I make sure I have my gun ready and concealed in a case.
Okay.
So you made the nail bats already.
Yes.
Okay. What else did I say that we needed?
Do we need matching leather jackets or matching jackets? And I don't know where leather would come from.
To put over the cat suit. See, the Galaxy wearing a cat suit is like when Neil Cicerega had
Wears a
a
human suit?
no, had a mask of his own face and robbed his
Oh.
own apartment.
Right.
Lovely.
This is a
Wow.
series of mental pictures that I'm going to keep with me for the rest of my life. Anyway,
Trying to think, what else do we need? Because we've got just about everything in this storage.
got the rope, we got the things that make light. We have the bats. We have the gun, we have the potions, we have the hot dogs filled with the potions. We have the cat toys.
So do these cat suits have like anti-bite properties or something?
Like armor?
Yeah, like are they armored at all, or are they just like cat suits?
Kevlar, I think. We
Cat-
get some
Yeah, like
Kevlar in there.
not like actual. The material is not thin.
Okay. So it's thick. So this, I'm not. I'm just trying to understand what you are telling me, so that I can say yes to it.
Oh, Kevlar is
so-
very specifically bite proof.
Right.
So.
Okay. So you have thick cat suits with Kevlar plates underneath it,
We're going for sexy, but also tactical.
and over this, you're going to be wearing the like watch uniforms that you have.
Yes.
And over that, we have other Kevlar, so like it's part of the disguise, the uniform disguise.
Right. That makes sense.
So would be built into the. We look very.
You're very thick. You're very
yes.
thick recruits.
We're very thick.
Also, I need chalk. Everyone gets chalk so we can mark our path.
Okay, sure. In the
Because
catacombs.
it's catacombs.
Sure.
Oh, we need do we have flashlights? I don't think we grabbed any.
Flashlights, yeah. And I need a big bushy fake mustache.
That's important, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be recognized.
So you're gonna give me, I think, your influence chip to represent this amount of stuff
Kevlar.
that you are taking.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Because I don't know what the hell to make you roll for.
Put on cat suits and Kevlar above Kevlar.
Yeah, for I'm ludicrously rich. By the way,
let me look here. Extract someone, pick someone. Yeah.
Yeah, resources like that aren't really
Codified?
Yeah, they're not codified. So I guess that we're gonna use the. Nope. Why can't I delete you? Oh, because I'm on the wrong. Oh, okay, that's why.
You're GMing on the wrong layer.
Yeah, I'm GMing on the wrong layer, it turns out. So, hey, while I've got you here, you remember those potions from the intro?
Yeah.
That
Yes.
we decided you all had and that we don't know what they do?
Yeah.
So I've brought up a random potion generator.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to use one of those potions, let me know, and I'll tell you what it does.
Oh, I'm very happy about this.
Oh,
that's good. How many potions do we have?
I think you said like 15?
I thought it was 5.
I was juggling 20, and then I threw 5 at the dude because in surprise. So we have 15 technically.
Okay. So
Also, hi, Andy. I'm paying attention to you. Don't worry.
Hi, Andy.
Hi.
So I think that's that for the day.
Yeah, I mean,
sounds good.
We have a lot of stuff.
Oh, this is we have to bring batteries. We got batteries too.
Yeah, you got batteries. You got everything that makes the things you wanted to have work.
Yeah, we have
flashlights,
escape tools and such.
Flashlights probably are alchemical in nature somehow, but I don't feel like justifying that for the magical realism, so they're flashlights. We don't have to worry about it.
You gotta shake them every so often.
So that's
Oh, also, I have a pack of gum.
and you have a pack of gum. Good. I'm glad that you have a pack of gum. You have a pack of gum, or Orchid Rose has a pack of gum?
Orchid Rose has a pack of gum.
Okay. All right, so you all have that. And this is that is your first day. We're on a night segment, so do you want to have another planning session, or do you have a good idea what your next set of legwork scenes are?
No, we need the blueprints. We need to go and talk to this person that the professorology gave us. And we need Jennifer Legacy to do Jennifer Legacy things.
Yeah. Oh, that's the 3 things we gotta do.
Okay, cool.
We do them.
Who goes first?
Are you? Oh, I know that Jennifer Legacy is her own woman, but are you in charge of Jennifer Legacy?
I would.
I'm her boss.
Yeah, so you would be. I guess you'd be the one doing that scene.
Oh, but also, I feel like we should all go visit Jennifer Legacy.
Oh, because if we all go, then we're going to be saying her name for like the next 30 minutes.
Yes, so we should all go come and see Jennifer Legacy.
Katie and I came up with a storyline reason why it's important that we always use her full name, but we haven't had the opportunity to use that yet.
I see.
It's very actually sweet.
I'm excited for it.
Is it her legacy? Anyway, what were the other things? It was the liaison that you're doing, then the blueprints. Who are we getting the blueprints from? The library? Barbie?
Probably library, maybe city hall. Yeah, literally tell me anything and I will say yes.
Okay, so it's it's not necessarily an out of the way library. It's a reasonably in the way library.
Okay. And then the third thing I think was to talk to
Fancy Pants Better Zombieman.
Yeah.
Who you have not given us the name or animal of.
I think we already have the name of Fancy Pants Better Zombieman.
Listen.
You can't keep doing this. You can't keep getting away with it.
No, listen, he's a legitimate professor, so he has a legitimate professor name.
Right, okay.
I don't know.
So who, should we take a break? It's like 9:45. Or do we want to do another, like, set?
Let's just push through. It's a Sunday stream.
Okay, sure. So who wants to go next? Who's first in this, like, 3-scene setup?
Should we have the blueprints? How much are the blueprints going to affect the zombie situation and what we need to ask?
It's only going to affect our exit strategy, really.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get lost in the catacombs, we just need to not get lost in the catacombs. So I could do that.
That's what the chalk's for.
Yes, but if we know generally where the things are, then we don't even know where the book is. He didn't say, like, of course he dropped it when he died, but where did he die? We don't know. So we just need to be able to navigate the place fairly easily, and that's what the blueprints are for. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna go and get the blueprints with my amnonals. They can't really say that they don't allow amnonals in the library,
Right.
because we are literally walking, talking. It's fine. They're trained. They're good.
Don't make me come in.
Regular horses can come in.
A horse?
Yeah, I have a horse.
Are you bringing your horse with you to the library?
I mean, how else would I get to the library, Christy?
That's fair.
I don't have a car. I have a hot dog cart. Technically, I could.
We've never really talked about that. Does the horse pull your hot dog cart?
If they want to. It's not necessary because I can literally just leave it at the docks.
Sure.
And I
Sure.
I carry the hot dog stand with me and also in my heart, and also literally the meat is in my pocket at all times. So it's not like I really need to like
Right.
do a lot of heavy carrying and lifting back and forth.
So is that what we're doing first? The library?
That's fine. I don't mind doing the thing, and then we can hash out everything else.
Okay. Is anyone coming with Galaxy and her
Crime
three
and punishment.
animals? Crime and punishment and unnamed horse.
How much
horse-
help do you think you're going to need at the city hall or
I
library?
think I'm going to need the least amount of nonsense and chaos happening, and since I kind of carry that within my soul and also my animals, I think I'm good. If any of you want to come, that's fine, but I am just going to be sneaking around if necessary.
I can keep chaos under control to a certain extent, but I think you'll be good on your own.
Great. Okay.
He
So
wrote
we're
you
going.
notes. They're in your pocket. You haven't opened them yet.
Yeah, like if you remember something suddenly, I can just like open a note or grab a passing pigeon. It's fine.
Okay. So you head to a library, public library?
The
Oh.
Cottonwood Public Institution of Books.
Okay, so you head off to the Cottonwood Public Institution of Books. The thing you want to get out of the scene are a bunch of blueprints. They would probably have them there.
Books and other assorted.
So-
It's a very long name. They try to shorten it whenever possible.
Yeah. So how are you going to get this? Are you sneaking around trying to find the thing, or are you just going up to a librarian and saying, "Hello, I need information about buildings"?
I'm going in and saying that I need information about that like general city block, basically.
Okay.
Like where that information would be stored, and then I'm gonna do the narrowing it down myself.
Okay.
I'm not here to do suspicion. I'm here to be I'm gonna be as little chaos as possible, because if the minute that something allows me to escalate, I am going to do it. So I just need to just go
Okay,
and
so
take a quiet stroll.
you go up to our librarian, who's a cougar in the traditional sense and also the animal sense. And you're pointed at, like, sort of without even looking up at you, she just sort of points in a direction that's like a public records hall.
Mhm.
And if you're not like trying to press any further, this is all the information you were getting out of her.
Okay, so this is the whole day. We have time. I'm going to stroll over to where she pointed me,
Okay.
and I'm going to whisper significantly to Crime, and I'm going to send Crime to the top shelf, punishment to the bottom shelf, and I'm checking the middle.
Okay. So I want to do this. I'm looking at your character sheet, and you don't particularly have a thing for this.
I have what does handle an animal mean exactly?
Handle an animal is for like dealing with the animals that aren't people, or as we established last week, the animals that are people, but only if they're incredibly drunk and belligerent.
But, okay, so these are trained animals, so they're slightly up from drunk and belligerent.
Sure. And you can give them, like, you can roll me handle an animal so that they understand the orders, and I think I'm going to ask you to do that. But I'm still trying to figure out how to make the, like, what to ask you to roll to see if you find the information you need.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
I would say anything else with 2 advantage dice, 1 for each animal.
Oh wow, that's in 3 dimensions.
It is in 3 dimensions. It's a 44.
which is well under.
It is well under, so they understand crime and punishment, your dachshund, and or your
I think crime is the Sphinx, and,
Yeah,
and punishment is the.
once it was out of my mouth, I knew I had fucked up. So crime is a hairless Sphinx cat, and punishment is a dachshund, and they both look at you as you. Do you want to like give them their marching orders, or do you want me to just?
Okay, what was the name of the thing? It's just like, okay, you're looking for the dead house, and you're not even looking for words this time, so don't worry about your reading lessons. You really just need to look for pictures.
They
We're not talking about how my animals are
Punish-
learning how to read, because
punishment.
it's
Yeah, it's what are you talking about? That's just a regular thing.
exactly.
Of course, the animals can read. Punishment barks at you, and crime looks at you belligerently, as all cats do, and they spread off. So I'm gonna take Katie's advice. So roll me anything else with 2 advantage dice. Actually, roll me the anything else first, because rolling multiple kinds of dice is weird in Roll20.
Okay, so am I rolling the same D100?
The same D100, yes. And you're
Okay,
trying
2
to get
D100.
just 1 D100, and you're trying to get under 50.
Why does every time it does this, it tells me to click and drag to roll the dice, but then it rolls the dice for me?
I know, right?
I don't understand. Ooh, yep, that's
That's
high.
that's very high.
So what happens, I guess, is the wild rumpus starts, but let's see what the second roll is.
Okay. So 2 D8s.
And you're looking for even numbers.
Yes.
It is so distracting.
You did get 1.
I did get 1. It did come out to 13, which is worrying, but I'm going to ignore that.
Yeah, that's not important. These would just be like blanks and hits if they were the real kind of dice. So what is how do I adjust this?
I have no idea.
That's not better.
No, it's actually worse. So what happens, I guess, is you scatter everything around.
So, excuse me. You don't find the blueprints for the dead house.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you don't find blueprints for basically that whole district, because a lot of it was destroyed in a fire a few years ago, and and they didn't bother to, like, in all the kerfuffle of trying to rebuild, they didn't bother to like make the blueprints publicly available.
Ooh, okay.
But you did get an advantage dice, so you're gonna get something, and what you get is, as you're looking over everything in everything that's sort of in that area in Little Tanawa, everything's sort of built on top of stuff. Like, Little Tanawa is close to where the, like, Undercity starts butting up against the actual city, right? So there's all these sorts of cellars and like bricked up doorways that you could make your way into the catacombs too.
Or out of the catacombs
Or out of the
from.
catacombs from, yes.
So that actually does help in that we just kind of have to find an exit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take it, and I'm going to take my troublesome animals, and I'm going to go.
Okay. So that's that one.
I don't destroy too many things because the things that I'm looking for have already been destroyed. So I just kind of make
It's
confetti out of some papers. It's fine.
it's you leave the, well, not you've done your best, but Crime and Punishment leave the records hall a little bit of a mess, and as you're on your way out, the cougar woman just sort of glares at you as you exit.
This is what you get for not coming with me. I'm a klutz. Slightly sorry about all the mess.
I think so mean. Just she's just a receptionist. So that's not nothing.
It isn't nothing, but it's just failure is a part of life.
Yeah, that's
and
the
also
thing.
I love my animals, so it's fine.
The thing is that you all don't fail a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not worried about it.
We're generally very successful criminals.
You're generally very successful criminals, and it's unfortunate that, this bumped the way it did.
I don't
I
think we
got
need
two
a map.
80s in a row. Yeah, we can stumble around the catacombs blindly.
We have chalk.
It's filled with zombie. Okay, I'm planning for local reconnaissance now.
It'll be it'll be perfectly fine.
Just to find an exit, not even to like navigate the place, just to find an exit.
So who's going next? There's still
There's the blueprints, there's Jennifer Legacy, and there's the professor of whateverology.
Fancy Pants,
like
better
the real
zombie
one.
man.
The real one.
Yeah.
David Reelman. Not David Reelman.
I can go next and be Jennifer Legacy for a moment.
Okay.
I still think that it would be very important for us to all go to Jennifer Legacy.
So, everyone goes to Jennifer Legacy before sending her off.
Just, to give her some encouragement.
Everyone loves Jennifer Legacy.
There we go.
We go there.
There aren't any real men is the thing, Andy. Never mind. It's just...
So, you're here. It's live. It's Jennifer Legacy, everyone's favorite. She's a mole.
Yep. So,
congratulations.
do you want to plan for this first part, or should I?
No, wait. So Orchid gives an orchid rose to Jennifer Legacy.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations on your existence, Jennifer Legacy.
Thank you. I'm very happy to exist. At my age, it's not a guarantee.
I think if you left, this entire place would fall down.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm trying to remain extant for as long as possible.
And it's very much appreciated. I like my businesses not falling down.
Yeah, I know, right? You've got so many of them, it would be a shame if they all just sort of shattered into the ground.
Well, now it sounds like a threat.
I'm sorry, it's just the way I sound. I didn't quite realize that I was doing the same voice as rib removal, and now I'm trying to fix it on the fly.
Well, we need you to find out who is both the person who is in charge of the not regime, what word am I looking for? The group guarding the catacombs. As well as who an officer just a couple of ranks above them would be, who could perhaps issue us a paper that would allow us to enter past that group.
I'm gonna get a forgery, don't worry.
All right.
You okay, Jennifer Legacy?
Yeah, I'm fine. I have in real life a cough that's still coming in and out. Thank you for noticing. I always love having my faults pointed out to me.
It's just so I can ask you to get some ginger tea for yourself. You should do self-care, Jennifer Legacy.
I should get some ginger tea for myself.
I order some ginger tea to be brought down.
How do we want to play this?
Well, I can take over as Jennifer Legacy. I'm not sure what skills she would have.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the sheets here.
She can dig into things. She can get to the bottom of things.
This is true.
I think. Oh, there's one that's literally just called Mole. Okay.
Well, that would be right.
It would be, huh?
That would be someone who's good at gathering information, wouldn't it?
No, that's not it. Yeah, yeah, so she's gonna go off and try and find this information you have asked her to find. And I'm trying very hard to like quickly sub in her character sheet.
I do love the illustration you've done.
Oh, thank you. She was the first one I did, obviously. I guess I have to save this to the desktop and then import it. Yeah. I knew I was gonna get fucked up with Wellington. Because I was like, I don't really want to do another drawing today, so I shouldn't have to, and don't make me. But it turns out that that was absolutely the person you were going to go see.
Love bird. Enjoy bird.
Love and enjoy bird.
I think that was from that game about piss.
Which one?
Which one is it?
The one with the screaming and
you
Let me
mean
look up.
Death Stranding?
No, the Crypt Worlds.
One, yeah, that.
Your Darkest Dream Drop Distance. Okay, so
So I looked up piss game about screaming, and I found a one that's saying this. It says that really boils my piss, and I don't know if that's exactly what you're looking for.
No, you piss on things and then you get Bart Simpson.
I just went back a little while ago and watched those. And
Crypt Worlds.
Yeah, I said.
Okay, I didn't hear you because there was a bunch of people talking, including myself.
Fair enough. So here we go. Jennifer Legacy. She is a mole. She can create a disguise, case a joint, locate someone, forge a document, sneak around. All of these things she can.
Excellent. Ooh, she can climb, jump, and tumble.
She's fluent in Townese, which I think is where the dead house is. In like the people there would speak Townese.
They would.
Is that like Cockney rhyming slang?
What?
What?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
think it might be a Mandarin analogy. Analog?
It is supposed to
Mhm.
be like a Mandarin analog because
Makes
the
sense.
Little Tanwa is not unlike Chinatown, and the God, what is the crime syndicate there? They're very triad like. I don't need to bring up this information, but I want it now for me. The Red Lotus Society.
Hmm.
Wait, Jennifer Legacy can forge documents, but I guess we're going to the master team.
Yeah,
But they
Yeah.
have the same skill set, I believe.
they have similar
Similar
skill
skill
sets.
sets?
Yeah.
Mm.
So what do we want to roll for this right now?
Well, first she's gonna have to. We're gonna have to locate both of these people.
Right. So that's a thing. 80%? 80% chance? On a die 100?
Yeah, mine is also 80, so that works.
There we go. That's a success.
It is a success.
Right. So now she's located who's in charge at the catacombs, and she's gonna strike up a little conversation.
Okay. Hang on, I have information for this person in my judge's handbook.
Okay.
This is this is Lieutenant Herbert Rathweller.
Okay.
So here's the thing about Dusk City Outlaws, y'all, is that the judge's handbook has these names for people that are like that flood between, Victorian era English and a couple of other places, but they're like names that people have. And then we make names for our own characters and their rib removal and fancy pants better zombiman.
Listen, his name is legitimate because he's a legitimate professor.
Okay. So this is Lieutenant Rathweller, a city watch officer in his mid-30s with a smug-looking face and a penchant for mispronouncing words, even ones he has moments before pronounced correctly. That's probably supposed to be role-playing fodder for me. I will make my own decisions, Rodney. Thank you.
So hello there.
You're not, you're not quite supposed to be here.
Oh no, I know, but I just saw some fellas over here and was wondering what was going on.
There's a buildup of dangerous gases around this building, ma'am. It's old embalming fluid. Old embalming fluid.
Oh well, that's odd. I can't smell anything.
This completely odorless, deadliest kind of gas. The kind that's completely odorless and then kills you stone dead.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Right? That's why we're out here protecting people like you and asking you to please move away from the gas where the gas is.
Well, are you the captain of this regime?
I'm a lieutenant, but yes, I am in charge here, if that's what you're asking.
Yes. What was your name?
Legitimate?
Your name is legitimate?
My name is legitimate because I'm a legitimate person. My name is Herbert Rathweller.
Why does this keep happening?
Because I get lost in a bit and I can't get loose. It's the same problem I have in my actual life.
Sorry, I'm looking at Shoot Someone that Jennifer Legacy has.
So did you give? Oh no, we need to establish whether or not you let Jennifer Legacy borrow your gun.
She doesn't need to shoot
She
anyone
doesn't need the
today.
gun.
Well, this is a contingency plan. in case something goes wrong and Jennifer Lacey will need a gun.
She is a sweet old lady.
She can
No one is
always. Mhm.
no one is going to fuck with her.
She can always poison them with like the strawberry candies in her pocket.
That's true. All right. So now we've got that name and rank.
Mhm.
That's perfect. So now she's got to locate someone again.
Oh, thank you for going away from the gas. Sure. Locate a person. It's still 80.
Oh, just
Ooh,
barely.
close, but
70
We have now located whoever is just, someone who's a couple ranks above this guy who he's not going to check.
My brain provided something, and I'm trying really hard to not say that they're called Captain Dog the Bounty Hunter. um,
can just go with
And
Captain T Bonnie
Cap-
Bounty or like Captain D
oh,
Bounty.
right. Captain D Bounty. Yes.
Beautiful. All right, so in this case, she's not even going to approach him.
Sure.
She's going to sneak into his office and find his signature.
Okay. This is a sneak around roll you're rolling me.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me how you're approaching. So where are you going right now? Are you going to the guardhouse to try and find some paperwork, or are you going to Captain D Bounty's home?
Probably going to his office.
The office, which is to say he would be the captain for like this district of Little Tanoa.
Okay.
So it's pretty large.
Hmm.
And she's a little old
And
lady.
also surrounded by cops.
All right. Well, she's a little old lady, so she can walk up and just ask, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the office of Captain Bounty. I have an appointment with him, and I'm a little lost."
Excuse me, I need to roll a thing.
You have to roll a dice to determine the
I
voice.
have to roll a dice to determine the voice, unfortunately.
Ability to be so unassuming that other people's eyes seem to pass across you without even noticing that you were there.
It does say lizard. It just says
like
lizard.
Alice.
Yeah, but the thing about Alice is that she's like a Gila monster. This just says lizard. Generically
I think that
lizard.
we have to go with
Kind
lizard.
of.
So there's this generic lizard across from you in a cop uniform staffing the desk.
An anole or something.
And no, it's just a lizard.
Yeah,
just
it can't be
lizard.
more specific than
We
that.
can't possibly
boy.
be more specific. It's just a lizard. And it goes, I don't have any appointments for the captain today.
Oh no, it wouldn't be on your list. It's a private appointment.
He would still let me know who's supposed to be, back behind the cop counter. We don't really let people behind the cop counter very often. There's a lot of information back here that's like sensitive. It was explained to me once that I shouldn't let people behind the cop counter if they're not supposed to be there.
I'm sorry, your delivery is so good.
Thank you. I like doing voices.
Well, now, sweetie, Captain Bounty is expecting me, and you know how he gets.
So you're absolutely gonna roll me a lie to someone. And you're absolutely gonna roll a disadvantage dice on top of that because you're trying to push your way through into the behind the cop counter where people aren't supposed to be.
Are you sure that it doesn't get canceled out because that's Jennifer Legacy, so you get an advantage for that?
Nah. So you rolled 27 on your die 100.
That's very
you're not coming
good.
through.
Now I gotta roll disadvantage.
Yeah, which is a 10, not a 8.
Either way, do I want evens or odds?
Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and roll me an 8, and it should be evens.
As in, evens are good and odds are disadvantage.
Yes, I'm sorry. I have fucked that up. What you wish to roll is evens. Hooray.
She's a very good liar.
Okay, so
You get to go behind the counter.
you now get to go behind the cop counter.
Guess he blanches and just kind of.
Yeah, it's just like, you're right. I don't think I'd want Captain Bounty very upset with me today. Not after last time when I left someone and they got behind the cop counter and they weren't supposed to, and it was explained rigorously to me that I shouldn't let that happen again. You know the way, right? It's just down the hall, that way, and then up the stairs.
Oh yes, thank you very much, young person.
You're welcome. Please let the captain know that I did a good job and that I'm sorry for last time.
I will do just such a thing.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright, so she heads down the hall and up that way.
So,
Oh, that poor boy.
so you need to roll me something. And I'm not quite sure what, but you need to roll me something that represents you walking through a police station unescorted completely.
Oh, should I get a visitor's badge?
And no one's stopping you. You should get a visitor's badge. In fact, I didn't name this lizard anything. Constable anything. The lizard hands you a visitor's badge and says, "Here's this. I should have given it to you a second ago, but I did forget, but I have remembered now. I hope that you have a good time in the police station."
Thank you again, young person. You've been very helpful.
I can't believe I almost forgot to give you the visitor's badge. I would have felt a right muggins.
He's going to get fired.
He's gonna get
Poor
thrown to a
baby.
crocodile.
And Jennifer Legacy goes down the hall and up that way.
Okay. So you go down the hall and up the stairs, and you attract some looks, but they see that you've got, like, a proper visitor's badge. They're like, they glow in a way. I don't care. There's something there's something visually distinct about them that's difficult to forge. And you get to Captain Bounty's office.
Alright.
What's your next play?
First, I'm gonna knock lightly to see if there's anyone in there.
You knock lightly. There does not appear to be anyone inside.
Alright, I'm gonna check the doorknob. See if it's locked or unlocked.
You rattle the knob and it is locked.
All right, we're gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
Make sure there's no one around me.
Okay. You wait for an opportune moment to pick the lock.
Hey, quick question. Why does Jennifer Legacy have to roll more than I've ever rolled in my entire time playing this game?
Because she's infiltrating a fucking cop store.
This is very dangerous.
You went to a library and tried to find some publicly available information.
Jennifer Legacy does the dangerous footwork.
56 is under 65.
Yep, so she gets into the office.
Okay. Like,
What do you mean you're at cop?
I'm at cop. I'm at the cop store. Why are you buying clothes at a cop store? Fuck you. So, like, I've made you roll this sort of thing when you were, like, hailing a dangerous bounty hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We have definitely had multiple rolls in a row before, though this may be approaching the record.
This absolutely is the record. So you've picked, Jennifer Legacy has picked this lock.
Mm-hmm. All right, she's gonna quickly go through the desk for any paperwork that has Captain Bounty's signature on it.
I'm just going to say that you find that it's not difficult. There's just a shit ton of paperwork on Captain Bounty's desk, and
also anything with his official seal if he has one.
that doesn't appear to be a thing.
All right, good.
I have a question.
She's just going to quickly take some paperwork that was buried pretty deep with his signature on it, stick that in her purse, and start getting the hell out of there.
What was your question?
Oh, this is are there any bullets in the cop store that you're in right now?
There's probably bullets at the cop store.
They'd be like
that would
deep.
be. Go ahead.
Someone
They'd
would try.
Oh.
You please go.
I was just gonna say that they would be pretty deep in there and probably behind like lock and key again or something.
It'd be a lot of extra danger.
Yeah, we don't need that for Jennifer Legacy.
Are you sure there's not a gun lying on the desk?
No. The guns are very
Is
serious
he
in
that
this world.
incompetent?
No. Maybe, but not no.
So this is, so you congratulations, you've done the thing.
Jennifer Legacy's done.
Jennifer Legacy has done the thing that she wished to do. So I really wanted there to be something that got fucked up in here.
Nope. Everything is
Not with
perfect.
Jennifer Legacy on the job.
So
everything is perfect. Congratulations.
So let's all realize that whenever you people spend an influence point and say, Jennifer Legacy, go find me something, this is what it's like for her. We don't usually see it. This time we're seeing it. She got a spotlight this episode because she complained last week that she didn't get enough lines. So, wowzers. Yeah. Presumably she goes back to like the front desk and gives back the visitor's badge.
She gives back the badge.
Yep. And she makes a point of thanking the young person.
Oh, you are welcome. I hope that your visit with Captain Bounty went the way that you wanted it to. I don't need to know your business. It is against regulations to pry. Okay.
Oh,
you solved your puzzle.
I don't have anything other than okay. I wanted there to be so much. I could have just like kept throwing rolls at you until you failed, but that seemed mean.
If it were Astaroth, sure, but not Jennifer Legacy.
I literally don't care. That was incredibly dangerous.
It's
It
what
didn't
she
seem
does
very
all the
dangerous.
time, though.
Yeah. Just pet. Okay, so that's that scene. Congratulations, you have the information you need to create an incredibly useful forgery. I'm sorry,
That-
Mox,
We
were you
won.
about to say something?
No, I was just about to say that probably created approximately 0 heat because she didn't do anything wrong and it was weird.
It was weird. It was weird how smooth that was.
She was she's just a smooth operator.
Smooth
Clearly.
operator.
Anyway, we have not David Reelman, maybe David Bearman, or David some other animal man.
Yeah, so this last one is with Better Zombiman.
It's Fancy Pants.
They're
Better Zombiman.
Yeah. So this is Orchid scene. So let's scroll at getting the job done. And what do you want out of this scene? The cooperation or aid of an individual?
If I'm remembering correctly, we wanted to learn about zombie neurotoxin.
Zombie neurotoxin. Right.
Just
You want
zombies,
someone with a lot more specific
zombie information.
yes. Okay.
Ways to rid ourselves of the undead.
Eesh.
I'm also probably gonna ask about the hot dogs.
Right.
If I will be there this time to avoid having to send a bunch of random pigeons and also voices in the wind.
And I am gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Astaroth is running to the bathroom while we're doing this.
So, so where are you going? Let me tell you where you're going. You're going to a it's in just a strip mall.
What is it? Okay.
So it's
like, so it's imagine this world's Halloween store in a strip mall, except
this is
it's been turned into Fancy Pants Better Zomboman's place of business.
Yeah, so this is next door to the Ferret's Halloween, and there's a neon or neon equivalent, it's magical lights, whatever, sign out front that says Zombie May Cry.
Oh boy.
And you are wishing to interact with Fancy Pants Better Zombiman.
That's right.
So you step up to the address you were given, which as mentioned is next to the Ferret Halloween.
So Dr. F.B. Zodman. We don't ask if the doctor is real. We don't ask what the FB stands for, and we absolutely do not ask where Zodman is from in terms of your family.
So this is just what you're saying as you walk in.
Oh, what I'm saying is, I'm so glad you finally decided to call in the real professionals this time. Staring at the flickering neon sign.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, the real deal, the doctors of
Oh no, this one is
occult
not.
science.
The last one was a professor.
Uh-huh. And this one is what exactly?
This one is a specialist.
Oh, that's so much better. You don't know how happy that makes me. I'm so glad we're going to see a specialist. Does the neon come with the doctorate or no?
I don't think there is a doctorate involved. This is just a specialist.
Good. Great. Anyway, let's go see what this person is about, yes?
We go inside.
Okay,
Try
so
not to get your organs stolen again.
inside, it's one big room with a door in the back that suggests that it leads to like toilets.
Uh-huh.
And
Do we have to use the bathroom first?
around the I don't know. So for that the around the room are like heads of clearly terrifying creatures, abyssal horrors mounted on walls. There's some swords on a rack on one wall, and in the middle of the space is just a beat ass desk where someone with like oh, hang on, what fucking sort of animal are you? I have a generator.
Yeah.
Where there's a hyena with a shock of white hair and a red trench coat has their feet up on the desk, where you can see they are wearing pants with bells all along either side.
Bell side pants, not bell bottom
They're
pants.
very fancy pants, and
Wearing
and they say, "Hey, if you're looking for the bathroom, it's that way."
No, actually we're looking for you.
Oh
We
yeah.
heard you're
Oh,
the person to see about zombies.
I forgot to say, I give my business card.
You have oh yeah, you
Your
would have a business. I didn't know you had business cards though.
your business card, which for potions and in quotes more.
Yes.
What does it say apart from that?
I don't think it says anything else.
It's just like, what color is it?
What
Get
color
into the
business card is?
nitty gritty details of your business card.
I
My
think
God,
the
it's even
business
got a
card.
watermark.
I think it's gray text on black background.
Okay, and it just says potions and quotes more.
Mm-hmm.
No other identifying information. Well, you see, to be fair, we don't really have phones. We have urchins, and you know.
We've never mentioned addresses.
Yeah,
So I mean, what other information would you put on the business card?
that's fair. So you
I mean, business cards are mostly just used for like improvised filters.
yeah, basically. I used to use business cards just to like scrape the weed into a nice pile.
That's mostly what they're used for.
So, Better Zombiman like leans forward and like takes the card out of your hand. It's like, yeah, I can't really say that I've ever heard of a zombie potion before. What's the problem?
So we're wondering how to make zombie neurotoxin and possibly a way to make. So imagine for a second, open your imagination mind zone for a second here. Imagine a hot dog that's living.
See,
Oh no.
I've seen a lot of really weird shit in this job being professional murder of terrifying things, and I don't think I've ever seen a living hot dog. I think I would balk at that idea.
Oh, but that's not even the wildest part.
Really? Because it seems like a pretty fucking wild part.
We need to make the hot dog poisonous to zombies.
Wow. Sure.
I'm glad that we have that settled now.
Yeah.
And we leave.
Okay. Like I'm not saying you couldn't do it. It would be real slow. It would be really slow. People who want zombies dead tend to want them faster than that.
Okay, so what
But,
exactly are you suggesting? How
well,
about...
it's
Mhm.
weird to, like, and I kind of thought you knew what I guess no one explained to you what my deal was. I, as previously mentioned, murder horrifying things for a living.
Mm-hmm.
We were
How do
directed to
you
you by
murder?
Professorology.
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
We were directed to you by one Professorology.
Oh, so you have a horrifying thing that you want murdered.
Yes,
That's
very
sort
Yes.
much
that's
so.
sort of what he refers people to me for, doing the
Ah,
murdering.
I
It's
see. We were
something I'm really
looking.
good at. I've got all of these swords and shit on the wall.
Hmm. I wonder if we should bring Astaroth here. What are your rates like?
Like, is Astaroth still in the bathroom?
Astaroth, do you want to?
Astaroth comes out of the bathroom.
Astaroth comes out of the bathrooms that were in that, like, behind the door behind the desk that led to the bathrooms. Astaroth comes out of that.
Okay, okay, good, great. You're here. What are your rates like? And failing that, we were looking more for advice so that you would not perhaps have to go endanger yourself, even though that is your literal profession.
I'm in the ass kicking business, and I'm all out of bubble
Apparently.
gum.
Oh, I think
Oh,
Orchid actually
we
has some bubble.
actually.
Oh, cool.
I give bubblegum.
So, if you want advice, the best I can do for you is to just kind of destroy the. No, actually, hang on. I got a thing.
Uh,
Hey, how strong are you in your walk with Wolverine Jesus? He
why?
starts opening a cabinet and ruffling through it a little bit. It's just like neither of you. Well, you sort of look like a necromancer, and I apologize for not asking. Are you a necromancer?
I don't think so. I think, is that something I can learn?
I don't know. They might be able to. In fact,
Not in a
they
day.
probably would be able to give you some, like, basic courses at the Occult Learning Annex, but I couldn't. That's not my thing.
Okay, question. Do you have anything in that cabinet that can turn anything into a
Yeah,
bullet?
yeah. Turn
Or,
into
yeah, like if I were to say, okay, here's what I'm going for. Instead of taking the slow way and releasing the deadly neurotoxin, what if I just turn the hot dogs into a gun? Or bullets for
so
a gun, a launcher.
I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that you keep the fact that your strategy is so hot dog centric is really upsetting to me. It's going against everything I've learned in my literal 5s of years as a murdering, terrifying things person.
I have a tendency to get the job done, is why we're asking.
She's very good at hot dogs.
I guess when all you have is a hot dog, everything looks like a bun, huh?
Yeah, or a conveniently shaped hole. We don't talk about that. Those
A
were the bad
conveniently
days.
shaped hole. Sure, I don't need to know about your fetish.
They were
It's
bad.
mouth-shaped, you perv.
Thank you.
So I got this, and he pulls out a big round medallion on a chain. He's not holding it by the chain, he's just kind of gripping the medallion with a hand. It's like, so this'll take out. Well, not take out. It'll keep them away. If you're, again, strong in your walk with Wolverine Jesus. I'm not, which is why I just sort of keep it in the cabinet and rely on the whole swords thing.
Which of us is? I have to ask. So GM, I have a question. Which of us is strong with Wolverine Jesus?
I gotta be honest with you. It's gonna, if you take this thing, it's probably gonna work. I might have you roll something. I started talking about Wolverine Jesus, and now I can't find an off ramp for the bit.
I see, because I was just like,
I can't find an off ramp for the bit. Please help.
Listen, I was born, well, not born. I was left in a hot dog cart and then got raised by dogs, so I don't exactly know about. I know about claws and the hearts of the wild and love and pack and family. Is that enough? Will that do? That's sort of like a Wolverine, I think.
Yeah, I was told when I was growing up that holding love and also claws in your heart is the same as walking side by side on that long, beautiful stretch of beach with the Wolverine Jesus. So it's probably fine. It's almost exactly the same thing.
Good, wonderful.
I'm a horrifying nihilist, so when you don't believe in anything, right? It doesn't do. I guess I believe in swords. Hey, if I believe in swords enough, can I make this go?
I think so. I think that's basically how that works. Again, you're right. We can pay you.
Oh, sure. So do you want me or do you want this? Because, like, if you don't want me cluttering up your party or whatever, I understand that. People find me difficult to be around, I'm told.
You seem fine if a bit hostile towards hot dogs.
Sure.
But
I'm not hostile towards hot dogs. It's just that you talk about them a lot. It's weird. That's not weird.
Again, born in the cart, right. Hot dog hole in the pocket.
Born in a cart, raised by a dog.
Yeah, I sell the dogs, I eat the dogs, I breathe the dogs. It's kind of a thing.
Okay, sure.
Well, now it sounds creepy.
You are not allowed to have any conversation with me about hot dogs.
So roll me something.
Throw something.
Roll me get off this train wreck.
Roll me get off. I thought this was going to be a better scene than it was going to be. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought, I'm going to do a Devil May Cry thing. It's going to be Dante, and
Dante, but he's weirdly afraid of hot dogs.
Dante, but he's weirdly afraid of hot dogs. Roll me goad someone, I think.
Are we doing that?
What you are doing, I think, is like trying to come up with a rate. This is negotiation, basically, because you don't have a negotiate otherwise.
Gossip with merchants.
Gossip with commoners.
Gossip with commoners.
Appraise something. Navigate bureaucracy.
So yeah, do the two of you, Orchid and Astaroth, want to roll something to help out?
I just did.
Oh. Well,
I got a 94.
You did get a 94.
Wait, no, sorry. Wait, what? What's going on? Oh, scroll down.
Oh, you got a 35.
Oh no, you rolled that when we went in, and then we're like, the bathroom, and you
bathroom
got a 94.
And I was never told what success or failure would be, so
in regards to the bathroom, you see.
Yeah,
but Astaroth was in there, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess it was just one of us had to use the bathroom.
So you rolled a... So you rolled a 35, which is under. So there's some advantage dice. Hey, Astaroth, do you want to?
89 out of 90.
What did you roll?
To goad
Convince
someone, I
someone.
think. Oh, right.
What was that?
Oh,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
Convince someone.
Okay.
in Dust City, it would actually be goat someone.
It would be goat someone. You're correct. So, so what are you saying to try and convince better Zombiman who jingles when he walks? This one's a mess,
The
y'all.
thing we're doing,
Okay.
the thing we're doing is going to be for the good of the city. Not the higher-ups, but for everyone. After all, we may be stopping some sort of minor apocalypse.
And there's going to be a lot of ass kicking involved.
I do like ass kicking. Hey, Orchid, what are you saying as your help out? Like you're
Are you in need of any potions, perhaps?
Am I in need of any potions? I guess
Yes, you
I
are.
guess I could always use more potions.
Exactly.
I mean, I mostly do the sword thing, but potions are good too, you know.
We have 15 of them.
We have many potions.
Yeah.
Maybe not those potions. Maybe the ones that are for health, and not
They could
necessarily.
be for health.
Oh boy, do you know exactly which of these ones is labeled specifically for health, as opposed to, although I don't know, turning someone into a hot dog?
We have alchemical smoke bombs, and I suppose maybe that might help someone.
You know, smoke bombs would actually do me a lot of good.
Smoke bombs are cool, is the thing.
They are so fucking cool. And I'll tell you what, if it's not cool, it's not worth doing.
Are you going to like bust into the establishment that we have that's swarming with monsters and just be cool?
Yeah, it's like my whole thing. I have a bunch of swords. Some I swing them and I look rad while I do it. That's why I have these pants. It's because they're the coolest pants. Because what's cooler than bells? Nothing. There's nothing cooler than bells.
He's got you there.
So this is you are rolling 4 advantage dice at this point. What do you want to roll me to make this deal go down?
Me specifically, or
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
is it
then.
4 advantage dice?
I said 4, didn't I?
yeah, she said
Oh,
word.
I thought you said 2. My brain didn't pick it up. My
Well,
brain's not working.
Let's see what we have here. We have handle an animal. We have distract someone. We have locate someone. We have run like hell. We have tail someone. Crack a whip. Why
Just
would I
run
crack?
like hell out of the room.
No, I don't. That's like you gotta be cool. But crack a whip is 65. Goad someone is also 65. So I guess it doesn't matter. Everything past that point is 65.
Yeah, until you get down to anything else, which is 50.
Yeah, the problem is I don't really run into a lot of other animals, like other regular brand animals on my thing. So me being the one with the animals is kind of like, well,
I've tried.
yeah, it's okay. I'm just trying to figure out, like, because it's just like, oh, I can handle an animal. There's no animals here. So I guess maybe I'll
There's
roll
plenty of
one of the
animals here.
65s. Yeah, but they don't
We-
count for the purposes of the thing. So I'm just going to roll and hope that I roll under 65.
Okay.
Because that seems easier.
Oh, actually, I could help out by I have outdrink someone.
Hmm. I'm not sure that we want to be getting him drunk before the big day.
Like it's a couple days away. The the end of the quarantine.
Ah, yes, that elusive. Anyway, um,
I didn't realize how that was going to sound.
No, that's the problem. Is that like half of things I say that I'm like, oh wait, oh that's just like the pandemic, isn't it?
Yeah. Please to roll.
please just do it normally. Video game.
That's a
Oh, great,
55.
great.
Hot.
So
So
I
it works. Let me know what you're saying.
guess I'm okay.
Are you
I'm
cracking
I'm
the
just
whip?
I guess I'm just gonna crack the whip and I'm gonna say enough talk. It's time to go on an adventure.
Enough talk. Have at you.
Basically, have at thee. We need you. This is
Okay.
the fate of the world is at stake. Or something like that. You know, something cool at TM so that we can just kind of get on with business and he can like be cool and like flip out of the building like he wants so clearly to do.
God, I'll tell you what, this would have gone so much smoother if I knew this was a kind of crack a whip party. If I knew this was the kind of party where like a hot dog seller was gonna crack a whip at me and tell me to just go do cool stuff, hell yeah.
Oh no.
Hell yeah. I'm in.
Did we
I'm
walk in
into it.
here?
I'm for it.
Did we walk in
You-
here with the cat
You
suits?
apparently need to know about my fetish.
I feel like this
This
never was on the
This
rails
was
in the
never.
first place.
This was never
I-
on the rails. This was never on the rails, and I'm very
So-
sorry to have done it to you.
Yeah, well, wait to the next part.
So real quick, so that I know what's going on. Do you want to retain the services of Hyena, Better Zombiman with the fancy pants, or do you want that medallion thing?
Unfortunately, I already cracked the whip, and so he's
You
like
did already crack the whip.
He's champing at the bit.
Okay,
So
cool.
we're just gonna go with the dude, and we're gonna have to make contingency plans for the dude. But we'll worry about that later.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
We'll just give him like, I don't know, some cool. Do you have like shiny baubles? Astaroth have shiny baubles because I think
I have
he'd
so many shiny baubles.
he'd be really into shiny, cool looking, or like we can just give him smoke bombs and like tighter pants or something. It's fine.
He like slowly pours out a smoke bomb and goes, boosh.
Oh boy.
Boosh.
Oh no.
We can get him a fancy shirt to go with his fancy pants.
Does he have to match? Does he have to match us with the cat suits, or is that
I mean,
like?
he can.
We can get him and we can get him one.
He will if you. He's wearing like a red trench coat. I don't know if that will fit over a watch uniform. I guess we'll find out.
He'll have
do
to
you
put away his trench coat until we're inside.
Can we like disguise him as a corpse and sling him on my horse and walk through the thing like that?
Maybe. That I think this is. I think this will be a question for next time because it is
Yes.
it is almost 11 o'clock. I want to apologize. I want to apologize for like the last 30 minutes.
What is the problem?
I'm still recovering from illness. I'm not 100% in my brain and my life, and I got really into this Devil May Cry idea, and then I remembered that Dante sucked. But like too late, and I was already invested.
Yeah, Dante sucks and he's here now, so
this
expect a lot of destruction.
This was rough, and I'm sorry. Fortunately, you will not have to deal with Dante until the end game if you don't want to. He's on call.
But now you gotta keep him like occupied, or he'll end up like flipping off a building and like kicking a
Woo!
van in the face or something.
Yeah.
We've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I'd call it progress.
Okay, so that's it. That's gonna be the stream tonight, I think.
All right.
Because that's our 3 legwork scenes for this time period.
Mm.
Thank you so much for joining me.
This was definitely an experience.
It was.
Mhm.
We haven't done this for 2 years.
And it happened.
And it did.
Whatever. Mm-hmm.
How about frame dropping, by the way?
Yeah, it is crunching
It's
a little
happening
bit.
now.
Yeah, it didn't start until like just now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
started
good.
losing packets at like 8 o'clock exactly, so shit's still fucked.
Yeah. But I had fun. I hope that
Yeah,
you all did also.
Listen, it was fun. It was also a train wreck, but I'm glad if I had to run the train off the non-existent tracks, it was with you.
Okay. Good. I'm gonna do the outro now, I guess.
Alrighty.
Do I have the outro screen set up? I do. It's the outro screen. Hello, everyone. I've been Christy. I'm one of 5 people 5 women who stream on the channel, along with my wife Katie, who's been here with us, and her sisters Annie and Alice and Sue. And I've been joined, I'm sorry, I should have done this a moment ago, by Mox.
Hi.
And
we did it.
We did it, and by Freya, Raccoon Cat.
Hi.
And we're probably gonna do this next week. So same claw time, same claw channel. Which is just one of the several incredible things you can see here at Truck.Community or Switch TV/SquirrelLily. And if you wanted to go to schedule.truck.community, you can see our schedule and when we go live and check out all of the things we're doing. I'm not going to go over all of them. I don't feel like it today. But we got a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm doing art tomorrow. Annie's doing Skyward Sword on Tuesday. Bad Road's playing Legacy of Kain, and Sue's playing Shin Megami Tensei on Wednesday. Alice is playing more Spiritfarer with Mox on Thursday. Friday, Katie's going to play a new thing. Saturday on Xenon Fiber, someone's going to be playing Kingdom Hearts 2002. And then Sunday will be more of this. You can YouTube us. We're at youtube.truck.community. It's the VODs that go back for literal months. 47 literal months. Probably more than that, actually. And I think that's it. I think that's everything I want to say. Thank you all so much for joining me. And until I see you next time, stay safe.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Fun.
Have a good night.